50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get. 50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day. 50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day. 50-50 men don't deserve sex whatsoever. You can't demand something from your woman that you don't deserve. You believe you deserve the same respect of a man that's handling everything by himself. You think you deserve the same treatment of a man that's handling everything by himself. Y'all problems is you don't want a candy, you want a mandy. You want a man-D. You want a woman providing for you, taking care of you, and then nurturing you at the same time. So you want submissive providers. That doesn't make sense, brothers. You have to understand you've been tricked. You've been tricked out of your positions. You no longer can lead. You're no longer respected inside your home. Your children don't look up to you. Your women don't look up to you. A woman that has to fuss all the time. Anytime you have to tell a woman, I'm a man, you shouldn't talk to me like that. You're not a man, because women are not masculine in front of masculine men. Women are feminine in front of masculine men. A lot of y'all.
All right, y'all. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Instagram, come over to MrLetGo on YouTube or MrLetGo on Facebook. Everybody on Facebook, make sure to not only hit the like button, but make sure to hit the share button. So hit the like button, hit the share button. We're talking about the 50-50 debate, and I have a lot to talk about. And I'm going to let y'all know whether I agree with this guy or whether I disagree with this guy. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Pretending y'all not masculine men. If your women's cussing you out, you're not a masculine man. If you're not respected, you're not a masculine man.
Hit the not only hit the like button, drop your city in the chat. What's up, Paris? What's up, Anissa? What's up, Elaine? Put your city in the chat. Put your city in the chat. Put your city in the chat. Let me know where you're from. I'm gonna shout you out. Put your city in the chat.
If your mom doesn't trust you, you're not a masculine man. Stop pretending. You don't deserve the same thing. Level up, level up. You can level up. Let's get it.
So, yes, we're still having the 50-50 debate, Letitia. What's going on, Letitia? And there's a reason why, because I think there's a level of importance to all of this. Like, see, it's always young people coming up, right? So some of these conversations have to continue to happen due to the fact that say 2 years ago or 5 years ago somebody was 15, right? And now 5 years later that same 15-year-old is now 20, right? And male or female, they're in the dating world and they're going to start either cohabitating, having kids, or getting married, hopefully getting married. So we have to continue having these conversations. Me and Letitia and the guys used to have these conversations on Clubhouse 5 years ago, or probably 3 years ago, right? But we still had to have these conversations because there's young people still growing up, running into stuff, and dudes like this, I'm not going to say whether I agree with him or not, are saying these things, and then they're looking to other people for either confirmation or to say this dude is crazy, right? So I'm here to tell you either I agree with this guy or this dude is crazy. And I'm going to tell you which one which side I'm going to be on in a second. But first, y'all got to hit the freaking like button. Yeah, 4 years ago. Hit the like button and let's get it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it for the people who just coming in, and we're gonna get to it.
50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get. 50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day. 50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day.
So with this right here, somebody said other communities actually know how to count and live with the 50-50 thing. The reason why other communities don't have these 50-50 conversations as much as we as a community have to have is because other communities have fathers. Other communities are getting married. You got to remember, sadly, we're the stupid demographic. So we have to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again because half of us are stupid as hell. So you got to keep that in mind. None of us are getting married. Not none of us, but most of us aren't getting married. Most of us got baby mamas and baby daddies. Most of us are just like doing just idiotic stuff on a normal basis. So that's the reason why other communities don't have to have these 50-50 debates over and over again, because other communities aren't stupid. Okay. So it is what it is. We just got to do what we got to do. But am I going to agree with this man and say that men that live 50-50 with their woman doesn't deserve a meal? Yes, I agree with that. Because he's not saying he doesn't deserve food. He's saying he does not deserve for his wife to cook every night. And let me know if I'm wrong. That's how I'm perceiving what he's saying. This is what he said.
Homes every day. 50-50 man, those deserve hot meals every day.
He said 50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day. I agree with that. I agree with that. See, sometimes people start hearing words and start getting upset, right? A man may hear doesn't deserve and doesn't hear the rest of the sentence. If you are a 50-50 man and you are literally working, coming home and paying half of the bills, and your woman is working, coming home, paying the other half of the bills, why do you think you deserve a hot meal from the other person every night? Wouldn't that be unfair? Why you can't cook and she cook? You 50-50 everywhere else, why you ain't 50-50 there? So that's the first thing. So a lot of you dudes hear this, they're like, oh, what is you talking about? How can you say he doesn't deserve it? Well, women don't deserve a husband if they ain't got no therapy. I say that all the time, right? See, I'm one of the people who is not necessarily, well, in any type of way, afraid to tell you what you don't deserve. So a lot of you ladies don't deserve a husband due to your emotional issues, due to the fact that y'all refuse to go to the gym. I've said you don't deserve a husband if you have soda in your refrigerator, because you're not only poisoning yourself with soda on a normal basis. There's nothing wrong with having a soda every now and then, but if you have it in your refrigerator, that means you're drinking on a normal basis. You're poisoning your own children or your child if you have a child, and most of y'all have children. And if you have soda in your refrigerator, if you don't go to the gym at least 2 times a week, if you have never gotten therapy, you don't deserve a husband. So on the other end, when it comes to men, if you cannot pay the majority of the bills or all of the bills in your household, you don't deserve food being handed to you or being cooked for you every night. Who do you think you are? You need to cook. What's up, Kat? So yes, I agree with him. Let's keep going. See, y'all got to know how to hear the whole sentence and instead of just getting offended by somebody. A lot of these dudes are, I always say, black men are the black women of society. A lot of you dudes hear this man speak and you get all, your panties get all in a bunch because you're like, oh, what is wrong with this man? What are you talking about?
50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get.
I agree. Hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button, share this video, share this video, share this video, share this video. So first thing he says, I agree with. Hold up. We're going to break this down.
50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get.
I agree.
50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day.
I agree. Here's the context for the slow people. What he's saying is, if your wife or your woman does as much work as you do and pays as many bills as you do, you don't deserve to have somebody clean your house every day, i.e., your woman or your wife. You need to clean your own house, your own apartment every day if you can't pay all the bills. You don't deserve that type of woman who's going to cook and clean. So let's keep going.
50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day. 50-50.
I agree with that. You don't deserve a hot meal every day. What's going on, brother? You there? What's going on? Hold on 1 second. Let me plug this in. We're gonna have a little conversation. Hold on. I was going to use Instagram to have everybody come over to YouTube, but that's cool. I have everybody over here too. So hold on, y'all. I got somebody want to come on. All right, say something. All right. All right. So what are your thoughts before I really just get into this? What are your thoughts?
Okay, I hear you with the whole 50-50. Are we doing 50 thing or we just
I can't hear you that good.
Huh?
I can't hear you that good. What happened? What'd you say?
Everyone loves to throw up the financial part of 50-50.
Okay.
But you say that she doesn't deserve a clean house or food every day. So what about all the other things that we do? 50-50 should be for everything. Taking out the trash, cutting the grass. Are we doing everything 50-50? But I don't need a woman to do it, but it's nice to have. That was part of my feeling from that end.
Okay. One, everybody put a one in the chat if y'all can hear him. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear him. If y'all can't hear him, just say I can't hear him.
You can't hear him.
I just want to, I'm having a little trouble hearing. I just want to see. Everybody, okay. All right. So you good. So you good. They can hear you. So the first thing I want to say, somebody says they can't hear and they say they can't hear properly. And some people say they cannot hear. So can you get a little closer or something? It's hard.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. So repeat what you asked and we're going to get into it.
My problem is it's always about finances.
It's supposed to always be about finances. We're men, sir.
Like that was old school.
No. Whoa. Hold on. One thing I want to say this. Manhood is manhood. Provider is provider. Protector is provider. Protector is protector. We're not going to do all this. That's old school.
Okay. So
we pay more bills. Bills are higher now than they used to be. So when you talk about old school people didn't have the financial burdens that we have. So we're not going to do this. Oh yeah, it was like, no, nothing's changed. If anything, things have gotten better and things have gotten worse all at the same time. So go ahead.
So are we living on my budget or are we living on what she want to live on? Because that makes a difference. I can afford what I can afford. But if she wants something different, she needs to chip in on that.
You can afford what you can afford. Can you explain that? We may be on the same page. I'm confused.
I might get a 3-bedroom that's 1,300 square feet. She wants 3,500 feet.
Okay, well, hold on. This is something that I usually say, so I can't get mad at you for having a different thought process. But why the hell do you care what she wants? Who cares what she wants? This is about what you got going on. What are you talking about? What she wants? Who cares?
That's why we chip in together. I always say I'm never looking for a dependent. I'm not looking for a dependent. I'm looking for a partner.
Well, here's another problem. From an old school standpoint, any man that's looking for a partner is most likely operating as a lesbian. See, partnership is lesbianhood. That's what lesbians do. Like, are you
How you
going to
come
be
up
the
with that?
man or are you going to be a lesbian lover? What is this
I'm
partner
going.
crap?
I'm going to be the person that needs help in a relationship,
Well,
so
that's the
both of us can be
problem.
happy.
Lesbians
So
need
both of us
help
are
in
supposed to be happy,
relationships. See, hold on.
not be happy.
All right, so let me break this down real quick. Let me break
Go
this
for it.
down. And this is just my opinion, my perspective, okay? Let's break this down. A woman comes into your world, right? Into your world and observes how you operate. A woman comes into your world and observe who respects you. She's going to sit back and watch who respects you, right? A woman
Mhm.
comes into your world and she's going to observe who doesn't respect you, right? Like as an example, I did a live with one of the little red pill dudes, right, the other day. And just like all the time when I go live with somebody that I'm not necessarily cool with, my viewers observed how I handled the situation. And they seen the dude act like a girl and going crazy, and they seen me keep my composure. So that's an example of somebody observing you in other environments that aren't necessarily controllable by you, right? Somebody asked me, like, why didn't I bring him on my platform? I like to go on platforms that I'm not in control of, so my observers can see how I operate in an uncontrollable environment. So I'll keep going. A woman comes into your world and observes who you respect. A woman comes into your life and observes who you disrespect. A woman comes into your life and observes who you follow. A woman comes into your life and observes how you treat people that you need and that you're cool with, that you depend on, right? You know, friends, your own community or whatever, right? Then she observes how you treat people that you don't need, like the waiter, like the waitress. You're out somewhere and something is taking too long and you start cussing like, man, what's wrong with these stupid? Are you that type of person who's just going to start yelling at people? While you in traffic, do you start yelling at people that can't hear you while you in your car, right? And when she observes all these things, and the main thing she does, she observes how you operate when something goes wrong, right? So a woman's job is not to just to help you. Her job is to first observe how you help yourself. And we're talking about 50-50, right? So do you need her to pay the rest of the bills? Right? Can you pay your own bills? And it takes a couple months for a woman to see if you can pay your own bills. So all of this, I need a woman to come in and help me. Well, as a man, we don't say help me. Okay. I don't need no woman to help me. I've never in my life, other than my mama, needed a woman to help me. All right. Now, a woman can add value to me, but never in my entire life, other than my mama, have I ever needed a woman to help me. She added to me, but she didn't help me. So a lot of these dudes have girlfriends and they cohabitate with their girlfriends because they need her to help him. He cannot survive without her. So somebody on the live said contribute. Right. I have women that have contributed to me. There's a difference. Help me is when you're on the side of a ledge and you're like, please hold me up, keep me up, please support me before I fall over. I don't need no woman to do nothing, or if she doesn't do it, I'm going to fall over. So go ahead.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. I like y'all have all these fancy words. Y'all call it help, support.
Fancy words is help.
No, hold on. Wait. I can take care of myself. I pay all my own bills. If I add another person into this, unless she's going to move into my situation, she's going to contribute to this
Why
thing.
wouldn't she
My
move into
income-
your situation? What? Hold on. What do you mean? Unless she's going to move into my situation? I'm
She's
confused.
moving to where I'm living at right now.
What else would she be doing,
of that.
sir?
I'm going to move into a whole different situation.
Wouldn't that be your situation too?
My situation got all my whole history in it.
Okay, I think
Got
that's
her own history.
I think that's one of the issues. That one of the when I was married, the house that we lived in, 4-bedroom house out in the suburbs, it was in my name. It was my house.
Mhm.
It was on my name. I had the deed. I bought the house. I put money down. We were together. It was in my name. Deed in my name. I put the money down. So I just want to let you know that. So even when you go out while you still with a woman, why everything? Why that in your name? What is all? So go ahead. I just wanted to say that.
I'll be honest with you. I guess I make decent money for what I make. I make about $75 a year.
Okay.
Average house right now is $325 or higher.
Okay.
75 a year doesn't cover that by itself. We're going to contribute to this other part.
So don't either one of the two things or two of the two things. One, don't get a woman if you can't afford to, add more rooms to your life or more space to your life. Or two, don't get a new house and you and your woman live where you live now. Now, some dudes may just have a 1-bedroom, two bedroom, and it's good enough for him, right? Little bachelor pad, no problem, right? Well, if you can't afford to move somewhere else for more space, you don't need a woman. You can smash somebody here and girl there. You can call a girl over your house. But when it comes to building a family or cohabitating, if you cannot create more space for a woman, you don't need that woman. She stays where she stays, and you stay what you stay, and everybody good.
That's crazy. Why can't we just do it together?
Because you can't sustain that.
Actually, we can. The problem is you want me to do it, but we can.
That's
I'm
the problem,
confused on how y'all men come up with. It's a problem that y'all believe that women shouldn't help out when y'all are trying to grow together.
I didn't say she shouldn't help out. I see. Okay, let me give you.
It's not a real.
Hold on. Let me give you an example. If you had a 22-year-old son and he lives in your house, would you have him contribute? Yes, right? Would he pay half?
Nope.
Right. So this is my way of saying women are children. You treat a woman the same way.
You know why he don't pay half?
Hold on. Okay, why? I want to hear that. Why?
Because he don't have all the rights that comes with paying half.
A woman don't have all the rights that come with paying half. You want a woman to have rights to your house?
I want to have rights to her life. Yes, I want her to have rights to everything.
I said to your house. I didn't say life. Your proverbial son in this situation will have rights to his life. Everybody hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button. Y'all ain't hit a like button, y'all. Hit a like button, share this video. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think that.
What do you mean?
Men feel like when they pay bills that they make all the rules. I don't need to make all the rules. I just want us to be happy together. And if it costs
that's what I'm saying. You may be a lesbian, sir. It's okay.
If that's the term you want to use because you fail for the system.
Fail for the system.
You might be egotistical or macho, or your ego ain't big enough to say that you need help.
I don't.
That's cool.
Well, that's the problem. If you need help, you need to go to a bank and get a loan. If you need help, you got to go get a second job. You don't get with a woman because you need help, sir. I've never gotten with a woman because I needed. Well, two times in my life, I got with a woman because I needed help. But guess what? I was a loser at that time. So I'm calling myself a loser In the 2 times that I needed help from a woman, because earlier I said I have never needed help from a woman, and I just thought about it. I'm lying. It's 2 times that I needed help from a woman.
Feel like a man that needs help from a woman is a loser or a lesbian.
Yes. And I was a loser at that time.
What made you lose? Because you needed help?
Okay, here's the thing. If you are sustaining yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need help because you're sustaining yourself. But when you start adding stuff to your life, you got to go buy a new Mercedes or whatever it is. Now, all of a sudden, you need help. You are now a loser. Because you see the key to life is real simple. It's money coming in and money going out. Okay. If you make $100,000 a year, but you got $200,000 in bills, you're just like a dude that ain't got no job. You can't sustain anything, you can't create anything, and you can't make you. So you're essentially a loser. Because the thing about it is, why would you get with a woman if you can't afford to either maintain or cultivate a family with a woman? Like I said, if you got your place, she got her place, that's one thing. I'm talking about cohabitation. That's what this man in this video is talking about. Cohabitation.
That's what I'm talking about.
You bring a woman in your house and you can't afford that woman, you don't need to have her in your house. You disagree or what?
I definitely disagree.
Okay.
I keep hearing all these people talking about what a man can't do.
No, it's about what a woman,
like,
it's about what a man don't need to be doing. It's not about what he can't do. It's about what he don't need to be doing. Stay single if you can't afford a woman. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, MrLetGo, Aaron, it's been a minute. I just want to hop on here real quick. One, I love the live, what's going on. I completely agree with you. It made me think about the video that you did about, I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off, but it was you comparing a woman's weight to how much a man contributes.
Yeah.
And so the more weight a woman has, the more she'll have to contribute to the household.
Yep.
And there's actually a lot of truth to that. I know people think it's a theory, but it's true. I know.
So hold on. Let me let everybody know the theory because a lot of people don't know. And sorry, brother, I want her to just come in and just start talking. I just want to make sure cool. It's cool. So cool. All right. So here's my theory when it comes to what Nicole just said. What I've said multiple times was that if a woman weighs under 140 pounds, she doesn't have to pay anything. Okay. She has to pay her own stuff, home car note, whatever, right? Groceries, little stuff like that. But she don't pay no bills. She pays for the groceries and her own car note, insurance and stuff like that. Right. If she's 140 to 170, she pays a quarter of the bills. That's the typical woman. She pays a quarter of the bills, right? Light bill, gas bill, Wi-Fi bill, her own stuff, right? If a woman is, and of course, I'm talking about the average 5'5", 5'4" woman. If you're 5'7", 5'8", your weight is different. I'm talking about the average 5'5" women, okay? Y'all already know what I'm talking about. If you small, if you medium, if you're large, or if you're extra large, stop it. I see y'all in the comments. Stop it. Okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So the size shirt you wear will tell you what I'm talking about if y'all want to try to be funny. All right. So if you are 170, or I'll say if you're 180 or above, you go 50-50 with your man. Now, if you are getting to the extra large and you're like 220, so from 180 to 220, that's you pay 50-50. But if you're 220 and over, you pay either the majority of the bills or all of the bills. And if you are over 240 pounds and you're 5'5", 5'6", you not only pay all of the bills, but you also got to pay his child support, because if you 250, you ain't finna get no man that ain't got no kids. There's a guarantee that if you got a man and you 250 pounds or over, your boyfriend got kids from somewhere else, and you got to pay his child support and pay all the bills. So that was my scale that Nicole was talking about. But go ahead, brother. And what's your name, brother?
Sam.
Sam? All right, cool. Go ahead.
First, I've never heard this part that you're talking about. I think it's crazy as hell, but
it's cool.
Because, and I feel like that's your choice. But I'm a lesbian, but you got a weight chart?
Yes, women have weight charts too. Like, what are you talking about? Fat people don't get the benefits of fit people. It's not a woman thing, that's a people thing. What are you talking about?
I don't know nothing about that, because I'm a fat dude that gets choices. So I'm not sure. And it's a lot of guys that love big women.
Well, the guys that love big women usually love big women because they ain't gotta pay no bills. I want you to think about that.
Like
no human being wants to be with a fat human being unless that fat human being gives us or offers a certain amount of benefits that a fit human being doesn't have. See, a fit woman, you got to take care of her. And that's kind of like what this guy is talking about in this video, right? But if you fat or she fat, guess what? One person, unless both people fat, ain't got to pay something. Hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button, hit the like button. Y'all stop hitting the like button, y'all. Y'all go hit the like button, then y'all stop hitting the like button. Second I start talking about fat people, y'all start hitting the like button. Hit the like button and share this video. But go ahead, brother.
I don't know. I just think that's crazy. You like a person or you don't like a person. If you're going to take care of a person, you're going to take care of a person.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Somebody said, let me see the video. So let me play this video real quick. Sorry. I know I did just give you the floor, but people are confused.
Cool.
All right, here we go.
50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get.
I agree.
50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day.
I agree.
50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day.
I agree. You cook your own food, you clean your own house, because you can't afford to have a woman do all that stuff for you.
50-50 men don't deserve sex whatsoever.
I don't agree with that. But to a certain degree, like, well, yeah, 50-50 men deserve sex. I don't agree with that.
You can't demand something from your woman that you don't deserve. You believe you deserve the same respect of a man that's handling everything by himself.
I agree with that. If you ain't paying all the bills, you ain't making all the rules.
You think you deserve the same treatment of a man that's handling everything by himself. Y'all problems is you don't want a Candy, you want a Mandy. You want a Man-D. You want a woman providing for you.
Yeah, I like that. A Mandy. You want a woman that operates like a man. You get what I'm saying? So let me ask you, do you agree with that part or no? You want a Candy? I want a Candy. I want a woman that operates like a woman. I don't need no woman that operates like a man. So what are your thoughts, brother?
I still believe I want a partner.
Lesbian.
I don't need anybody. I guess.
It's okay.
I do love women. So
right. There's nothing wrong with being a lesbian. That's not me. That's not an insult. Some dudes are lesbians.
That's what we're going with. Because I don't see it. I'm not going to work myself to death. And a lot of y'all might go disagree and dislike me. I'm not going to work myself to death to provide more of a lifestyle so you're happy. Because I'm trying to make you happy. I think we should make each other happy.
Okay, stop
like
right.
Men don't give way to happiness in their part of their life.
So let me add this to you. Let me add this to what you're saying. A woman comes into my house, ask him if he's cooking his own meals and clean. Oh, good one, Letitia. Letitia, do you want to come up on the show?
So
Do you got to cook, or do you expect her to cook and clean?
like, whoever feel like cooking that day cooks.
No problem. I ain't got no problem with that. 50-50 on the cooking and cleaning. No problem.
I was doing all that before she got there. Why would I stop doing it?
Right. And that's what I was about to say. My whole thing is when a woman comes into your life, I don't really understand why a woman has to come into your life and start paying half of everything you got going on. Like, why? I don't understand. She contributes, but why she got to come in and start paying half? See, the thing about it is, I want you to pay your own bills that you came in with. You got a car note, you pay it. You know, groceries, you pay the groceries. You know, light bill, Wi-Fi, little, just little stuff, right? Because in my life, there are no babies, right? So you got to do something, you know what I'm saying? But the biggest issue with all of this is to the young people that are coming up. I'm always talking to the young people, right? A lot of y'all older people, y'all don't ruin y'all lives. Who cares about y'all? I don't care. I care about the young people coming up, watching my content and hearing all this crazy stuff on TikTok and Instagram, right? So as a young person, just thinking as a young person, a man has a responsibility to himself and not to put himself in a position where he is now over exacerbated or over like, you don't want to overextend yourself, right? So if you're 25 or whatever and you can only afford a little apartment, stay by yourself. Leave these women alone. Focus on you, right? Hit the like button, share this video, y'all. So because the thing about it is, if you can only maintain yourself and you get with a woman, one woman are liabilities. Most of women are liabilities. Y'all can sit around and, I'm an asset. You're a damn liability. All right. That's the first thing. Y'all love to act like y'all assets. Y'all are whole liabilities. Y'all cost us money. All right. We go out to eat more. Y'all cost money. We welcome that because we want y'all. So there's nothing wrong with y'all. But y'all are whole liabilities. I hate it when women, we're assets. Shut up. Y'all are liabilities. And I welcome that. There's nothing wrong with it. Come be a liability to me. You know, as long as you got a nice ass and, you know, small waist. Cool. But the thing about it is, when it comes to young people, they actually look at women as, like you said, a lesbian relationship, a partner, right? So you trying to leave your mama house, she trying to leave her mama house, and y'all get an apartment together, and y'all hate each other because y'all don't know nothing about life. And guess what? Y'all can't leave each other. So y'all start beating on each other, the woman or the man or whatever. Why? Because y'all both are toxic. And the only reason why y'all left y'all mama house is for what? To live on y'all own, but y'all can't afford to live on y'all own. So y'all live together and y'all are cohabitating. And if she start acting a fool, you can't kick her out. If he start acting a fool, he start cheating, you can't kick him out. So y'all stay, and next thing you know, y'all start hating each other. But guess what? Y'all end up having a baby. And now y'all are in a toxic household. And at some point, somebody goes upside the other person's head the last time, and you kick the other person out, and you like, yo, how am I gonna pay these bills? And what you do? You got to live out your mama. Now you got a woman who got a baby, live with her mama. Or you got a dude that got a baby, live with his mama. Go ahead, Nicole.
So doesn't that debunk your answer when you said you don't agree when he said 50-50 men don't deserve sex?
That's just that's just over encompassing. I'm not going to say anybody doesn't deserve sex, because sex is just like a sandwich, you know, like he doesn't deserve unprotected sex. He doesn't deserve wake up in the morning sex because she's laying in the bed next to him. You get what I'm saying? So
okay,
with context, yeah, go ahead.
because I was gonna say the reason why I agreed with y'all on that, and you broke it down even further, not having unprotected sex. Because if we're already going 50-50, we're clearly struggling. If a man has to depend on me to go halfway, why would I want to put myself in a position to get pregnant by a man like that?
Right.
Now I'm going to be a deadbeat mom. Now I'm with a deadbeat dad, and I'm not about to add to that. Next, you know, your stance and my stance on single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and I still don't have children yet, but that's because I'm not trying to give myself to just any man. It has to make sense. Right.
So that is what I always talk about, context. You got to add context, right? And speaking of context, can y'all hit the like button? Even though context ain't got nothing to y'all hitting the like button. Hit a freaking like button anyway. I don't care. And share this video. So, oh, hold on. I ain't even played the whole video. Somebody wanted me to play here's the rest of the video.
You taking care of you and then nurturing you at the same time. So you want submissive providers. That doesn't make sense, brothers. You have to understand you've been tricked. You've been tricked out of your positions. You no longer can lead. You're no longer respected inside your home.
You agree with that, brother?
No.
If a woman is
so
paying,
you lose respect me.
Go ahead.
You lose respect because you want a partner.
Lesbians. Let me tell you something about lesbians, and this is a fact. Do you know in almost every lesbian relationship, they're fighting each other. They're going upside each other's head. You know why? Because it's two women that don't respect each other. That's a real fact. And 80% of lesbian marriages end up in divorce. Why? Because who do you respect? It's two women. So it's essentially two children living in the house with each other. Two children can't live in a house with each other without who you gonna respect? The other person is a child. Women are children. How you gonna have two women run around trying to respect the other woman? That don't make no sense.
So 80% of lesbians fight and argue and divorce. Percentage of people that's paying all the bills divorce. I checked all these people that's when the bills still getting divorced and still having to pay money after they leave. So that's not a decision maker to me.
Well, that's not necessarily the point. You kind of like moving the goalposts.
No, it's not. You can't pick and choose which statistic or which one works for which.
No, I said lesbian households. When there's partnerships, hold on. I said lesbian households, they end up going upside each is a guarantee. Lesbians are going to go upside each other's head. Guaranteed. There's no lesbian relationship where they live together where they're not in physical fights. It's impossible for that to happen. That's the first thing. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you said you are a lesbian where you want to have a partnership with a woman. So that's essentially you being a lesbian. Huh?
I never said I was a lesbian. You said I was a lesbian. And we went along with that term because that made you feel better.
I look at I use the word partnerships. My opinion, anyone who wants a partnership is a lesbian, in my opinion, as a man. Just my opinion. So I'm not mad at your opinion. Because the thing about it is, if you're paying 50-50, why should she respect you? Simply because you have a because
why shouldn't they respect you because you're paying?
Well, if a woman is going 50-50 with you and doing 50-50 with everything, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a good chance that she doesn't view you as her man. She views you as her partner, just like you view you as a partner, not her man. See, I'm a man, I'm a husband, I'm the provider. So she gonna sit her ass down and shut up.
What a problem comes in there.
Okay. No problem.
Sit down and straight up part.
Not all the time.
For that part.
Not all the time. I'm not saying, oh, you back. Hold on, where you at? Oh, I see you. So here's what I'm saying when I say sit down and be quiet. I got two women on here now, and I got Letitia right here. Ladies, I'm just gonna ask y'all, if y'all got a man that's providing for you and you acting up, you all emotional, you all in your feelings, and if he looks at you and say, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, what are you saying, ladies?
I'm gonna sit down, be quiet.
Okay, I got Letitia. Letitia said she gonna sit down. Ladies, what y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
The way it's said would rub me the wrong way.
I'm asking a
I'm still
question.
going through it.
If you acting a fool at a restaurant or out in public, and me and you are together, and I look at it, I'm like, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, what are you saying? And I'm providing for you.
I'm sitting down.
Okay, you sitting down. All right.
She's not sitting down.
I'm gonna sit down now, but I'm gonna stand up again later.
Look, I'm gonna sit down, but I'm gonna stand up later.
I'm gonna stand back up later, and I'm gonna go sit myself down somewhere.
So I got Alexis up here. So we got a third woman. Alexis, you there?
Hey, MrLetGo. Hey, everyone.
Hey, I got a fourth woman on here, right? So Alexis, if I was your man, I'm providing for you, and we out somewhere, and you acting a fool, you are emotionally unstable, just acting up, and I'm like, and if I look at you and I'm like, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, are you sitting down or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
4 women, 4 extremely pretty women said,
you sit down no matter what. If you got a man that's paying 50-50 and he's a man, you still gonna sit down.
Ladies, if y'all paying 50-50 with the man, if he tell you sit your ass down somewhere, y'all listen or what?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not gonna lie, it depends on the situation. If I feel like I'm right in something, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with myself. Like, do I really need to sit down? So
see, that's that 50-50 energy. She'll sit down 50% of the time. She has to think about it like, I pay 50% of
it. She ain't gonna sit down, she ain't gonna sit down.
Huh?
50 or 100%. If she ain't gonna sit down, she ain't gonna sit down. She can say it now, but if she ain't gonna sit down, she ain't gonna sit down.
Okay, so Nicole, if he's paying 50%, did you sit down?
Not right away.
Okay, not right away.
Yeah, likely not right.
And you already said no.
I don't understand this whole 50-50 thing y'all talking about. I do not operate on that level at all. This whole 50-50 thing, if you gonna give me 50%, that means you give me 50% of a man. I don't want 50% of a man. I want 100% man. Period. And I'll be 100% woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the role, what women and men are not the same.
We're not. So
I can't give you, if you want me to be all of a woman, you need to be all of a man. So I'm trying to wrap my head around what that looks like. I don't even know. I wouldn't even really put myself in that situation.
And we've all been in these 50-50 situations, and it mostly falls apart, and we end up looking stupid.
No, not we all.
But I'm with you. I don't know 50-50. I've never been in a 50-50 relationship.
Shout out to Nicole. Okay.
I haven't. I don't know what it's like to split bills in the middle like a roommate with a masculine man. I just don't know how to do that because the man created a atmosphere where I have to do that.
And I want to say this.
Aaron, there's a lot of echo too, by the way.
There's a lot of echo. Y'all come over to y'all come on to YouTube then. Because I think it's because
how do you gonna drop the link?
Yeah, I'll drop the link.
All right.
Okay. Nicole, you want to come over or stay over here? Sam?
It doesn't matter.
Sam, y'all go over to MrLetGo. MrLetGo on YouTube. Everybody come over.
Okay, send the link.
All right. Just come on YouTube and then you'll see the link in the chat.
So
just come on and say I'm here. Go ahead, Letitia.
So I just want to say, because I don't know if he's ever been married or if he's ever been living with a woman before, but I'm calling Cap, right? And the reason why I'm calling Cap, as young people would say, is because they have this idealistic view of, well, I take care of myself as a single man, so of course I will do the same thing. Is because
hold on. Anissa, there's something playing in the background. Can you mute?
Can you hear it? I just turned it off.
Okay. So I'll just mute you for a second. It's background. No, you're good. Go ahead, Letitia.
Okay, so it's all good and well, and they have this idea of, sure, I'll take care of myself and I'll cook and clean all this other stuff when I get into a relationship, when I get married. But if you notice, Aaron, a lot of married men who are in these dynamics, a lot of married men or cohabitating men whose wives and girlfriends work, partners work, and they're paying bills, they're contributing financially. Those are the men who are always complaining. And the complaints are, she doesn't cook for me. She doesn't wash my clothes. She don't want to make lunch for me. She doesn't care for me. She doesn't care about me, right? Well, why does she need to wash your clothes when she's working just as much as you do? And she's working too. She's too tired. So maybe you need to go in and wash your own clothes. Maybe you need to order some DoorDash or something, but they're always complaining because they're not getting something that they feel that they're entitled to. So I'm like, I call Cap that he thinks that he will be able to do this, but we've seen time and time again, men in these dynamics, they always want more. They always want more from the woman, and if they're not getting it, they're unhappy. He's going to end up complaining to his co-worker, his female co-worker, and we all know how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, she's going to be his work wife. I agree with you on that. So hold on a second. I'll turn the single thing on. So, I wish the brother. I hope he comes on. I told him to come over here, but overall, let me play the video so everybody get caught up, just in case anybody isn't up to what we're talking about. So thank y'all ladies for being here. So here it goes right here.
50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get. 50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day. 50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day. 50-50 men don't deserve sex whatsoever. You can't demand something from your woman that you don't deserve. You believe you deserve the same respect of a man that's handling everything by himself. You think you deserve the same treatment of a man that's handling everything by himself. Y'all problems is you don't want a Candy, you want a Mandy. You want a man-D. You want a woman providing for you, taking care of you, and then nurturing you at the same time. So you want submissive providers. That doesn't make sense, brothers. You have to understand you've been tricked. You've been tricked out of your positions. You no longer can lead. You're no longer respected inside your home. Your children don't look up to you. Your women don't look up to you. A woman that has to fuss all the time. Anytime you have to tell a woman, I'm a man, you shouldn't talk to me like that. You're not a man. Because women are not masculine in front of masculine men. Women are feminine in front of masculine men. A lot of y'all pretending y'all not masculine men. If your women's cussing you out, you're not a masculine man. If you're not respected, you're not a masculine man. If your mom doesn't trust you, you're not a masculine man. Stop pretending. You don't deserve the same thing. Level up, level up. You can level up. Let's get it.
So I got another video I want to play real quick. It's kind of funny. Listen to this.
I'm taking like I ain't even.
They're a little ghetto, so just
ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna take a lot. I ain't even without it. Like you can't take my independence. I'm sorry.
You're saying that you would not quit your job for a man that pays all of the bills?
Nah, I mean, nah.
When you pop it and you drop it and you know what I'm saying, and you spread your wing, I don't like that no more.
Like other obligations and other ways I get money. I mean, I'm sorry.
Damn, what kind of other ways you get money? Oh shit now. Wait a minute, when you got in calls or out calls or something in my motherfucker? I think I'm tripping. What will it take for a woman to leave a goddamn game alone? Now here she got a goddamn man that's willing to protect and provide, to pay all the goddamn bills, to upgrade her lifestyle. Her ass still want to be in the goddamn street.
So I wanted to play that real quick because the reason why that was important is because it's feedback. Can y'all mute for a second? I don't know who's giving the feedback. Okay, so the problem with like in that second video is this: when women are so used to a man being a bum, when women are so used to men depending on them, you know, like they are also women. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second. So they feel like I don't want to depend on a man due to the fact that virtually every man that she's dated was undependable. So these women would turn around and say the stupid mess that they just said, I don't want to give up my independence. I'd rather be independent, because they're scared of y'all because of how undependable you dudes are. What are y'all thoughts?
Women aren't going to submit to men who can't lead.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
If people talk about submission like it's a bad thing, submission is probably one of the most freeing actions you can do as a woman when you have a man, because all of it, you to take all of the fall off of you and you put it on the man, because that's, if he's leading you and you are listening to him, everything does fall on him. That's just how we were created. Men were created to do a thing. Women were created to do a thing. And when you don't try to do the thing, you're out of line. You're not in alignment. So it's like that whole 50-50 thing is just ridiculous to me. Like if you want to have a housewife, you need to make enough money to have a housewife. You need
and that's
to.
my thing. That's my thing.
How is it
That's my thing.
Y'all fought for equal rights through legislation.
We can't hear you.
I wasn't a part of that.
Whoa.
But
Hold on.
actually benefits you today, though. So don't say you're not a part of that.
How?
You
can't hear him.
We can't hear him. Who is talking? They're so low.
They fought for that for women today to benefit for that from, but y'all talking about y'all not part of that. If y'all not part of that, go down to DC or to your state legislator and tell them you don't want to be a part of that no more. Take 20 women.
What are you talking about, sir? Hey, it's hard to hear you. Can you fix your sir? Can you hey, sir? Can you fix your mic? It's difficult to hear you.
Kids matter more than women. Nobody
cares
what these women want, bro.
I'm
coming here like a real man.
Yeah, just put him in a bag.
Y'all be trying to straddle the fence, bro.
These dudes, man, they so angry,
Yeah.
sir. I'm asking
MrLetGo, can you hear?
Hold on. I'm asking you, SHA Rogers, can you please fix your mic? It's hard to hear. That's what I was trying to say. You just kept talking. That's what I was asking. But go ahead, Real Bravado. Go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing, MrLetGo? Can you hear me pretty good?
I'm good.
Okay. Listen, man, I'm sick and tired of the 50. I'm sick and tired of this whole 50-50 debate, because never in our history where 50-50 has even been a thing, we've been required to have one another in order to survive. So this whole notion that a man isn't a man because he has to go 50-50, 50-50 is a myth. If you go back 1 or 2 generations, you know, a married family structure, both the husband and the wife worked, and the money went into the house into one pot. There was no his money or her money. It was only the money for the family. And we're sitting around here acting like that there's something wrong with a man who has to have his wife to contribute to the house. We've always had that in Black culture. And so for us, so for us to be sitting out here with this narrative is just a bunch of BS. And what it does for our women, it gives them more incentive to not come into cooperation with their guy, because it gives the impression that somehow their guy is lacking because the female's money is required to make the household run. That has always been the case. And it's still the case, because let me be perfectly clear. The vast majority of us are not making good money. We're making average money. So if you're making average money, which is $40,000 for a guy, $40,000 to $45,000 for a Black man, and between $30,000 to $35,000 for a Black woman, both of you need one another. So let's stop this nonsense that the majority of us are out here making these $150,000, $200,000 incomes when that's just not the reality for most of us out here.
Okay,
just some garbage, man.
It's actually not garbage. The reason why we as Black people are so screwed up is because we start doing things that we can't afford to do. The epitome of a Black person and how we've been programmed. And can some of y'all put y'all screens on so it won't just be random? Can the majority of y'all have y'all screen on so it'll look better? If y'all could.
I feel like this is getting into a submission.
Hold on. Let me. Okay, I'll just word it. I'll just say it. I was just trying to figure out how to word it. But here's the problem: Black people buy cars that they can't afford. Black people take trips that they can't afford. Black people move into neighborhoods that they can't afford, and they get with women that they can't afford. They have babies that they can't afford. It's the epitome of Black people. We always running around doing things that we can't afford to do because we're stupid.
Let go. What does that have to do with women having equal rights, bro?
Sir,
what does that have to do with women petitioning, protesting, and all lobbying for equal rights, bro?
I'm gonna give you one.
What does that have to do with it, bro?
You got. I'm gonna give you one more. If you have an
bro, because you capping, bro. You capping on here, bro. What does that have to do with women?
All right. So I
like that, MrLetGo.
Huh?
Like that. Get rid of that. He's screaming and yelling.
I wanted to give him an opportunity, but so because women do the same thing. I give women an opportunity. You know, these dudes act like women, so I try to calm them down first. Calm down. You know, I treat men like women. You know, because another problem with Black men, a lot of Black men act like women. So I gotta, you know, when a child starts acting up, you don't just start going crazy on them. Like, hey, you know, you calm them down a little bit. And then when that don't work, then you do something, right? So I try, you know, Black men sadly are like these women. So that's an example. So the problem with Black people is we keep doing things that we can't afford. All right. So does that make sense, Real Bravado, when you think about that?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. We always want the unattainable. That's absolutely correct. Especially when you talk about, I'm just kind of chuckling because, you know, about 5 years ago, I made the decision to never have another car payment because that was stupid, you know?
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes, well, I ain't gonna say sometimes, women are a car payment. So if you can't afford a car payment, don't buy a car. You can't afford a woman payment, don't get a woman. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and you do have to have I'm thinking about my grandfather because he's 84 and he's still alive, and I talk to him about all the time. Even though my grandmother worked right alongside of him, he already had an infrastructure for her to come into, meaning he had a place to put her, he had food to put in her belly. And so I tell guys all the time, you have to be able to absorb your woman. Even though her resources might come to contribute to the household, that's going to come to play when you're talking about the progression of family, children, and stuff like that. But you got to have the ability to at least initially absorb her into your life. Home, food, shelter, you know, protection. That has to be that. But MrLetGo, you know, a lot of our women, they're thinking that is just, you know, that's not enough for a lot of our ladies.
That's when we disagree. That's when we disagree. You was killing it, but here you go. But these women, they don't want. Nobody gives a damn about what women want.
There you go. That right there.
I don't understand. We men as a whole, we got to stop worrying about what a woman wants. You either going to deal with this or you're going to get the hell out. That's really it. I don't give a damn about what a woman is wanting, thinking I'm a consider you, right? But I'm not worrying about what women want. I got what I got going on, right? And if she likes it, let's go. If she don't, leave. That's it. I'm not worrying about what she's wanting or saying. Get out. I'm just saying. And everybody hit the like button, and share this video. Go ahead, ladies.
I think for the gentleman that you just had to boot off, I think what he's missing is we never said that we won't contribute. We just said we won't go in 50-50.
Right.
Of course, if we sit down and we have a plan and this is what our life is going to be like, and me contributing to that, I'm very generous when it comes to my relationships and the people, and so, but if you're going to make me your wife, then I'm going to take care of the portion that I'm responsible for, which is nurturing the home, nurturing the relationship, making sure that our house is together. Make sure when you come in from that long, hard day of work that the house is in order so you can come home to a peaceful place. That's my responsibility, to create peace in our home. But I'm not going to do that. And I have to go out and deal with the same world that you have to deal with too, because there's no balance there. And as far as that whole out there wanting equal rights, I wasn't there for that fight.
Right. I wasn't there.
No one asked me.
I want to say this though. You was not going to be walking around my damn house not doing nothing. So we ain't got no 2-year-olds running around with Pampers on. Your ass finna work.
We not finna get no nanny. I'm gonna take care of that. I understand. I agree 100%. I agree.
That's all I'm saying. You just see a huge part of working is mental, right? Your supervisor getting on your nerves. Somebody don't ate your lunch in the break room. It's, are we going to get laid off? I didn't get a raise. It's things like that. I'm not productive at my job. They looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm not employee of the month. That aspect is the thing that is the biggest problem. You working somewhere. You're not going to be sitting around my house with little panties on, just sitting around looking at TV all day while I'm working. No, you're going to do something. So you finna work. You just don't have to work. If you don't like your job, I told my ex-wife at some point she couldn't stand her job no more. I was like, okay, just quit and just get on a job. You don't have to work. You just have to work.
And my issue, MrLetGo, is, for me, I'm very fortunate, and very fortunate that, if I ever decide to marry again, my wife does not have to work. But I reject the idea that if a woman has to work, and you're married, that money belongs to her. It doesn't belong to her. It belongs to the house. So it's not your money.
But
you're
where
not
did
just
that come
sitting here.
from? I don't understand. Can you add context to your money? I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, when women go out there and they earn a paycheck, they believe that paycheck belongs to them, whether they're single or married. When you are married, everything that you have belongs to the institution of that marriage. It's not yours as an individual. And a lot of our ladies believe that their resources belong to them. You and your husband are the stewards of those financial resources. Y'all are the stewards of that.
All right, hold on one second. Let's do a commercial. I got you, Letitia. Hold on one second. Out with my deeper discussions. Everybody mute, y'all. Those who don't know, I just came out with my Deeper Discussions card game. And the significance of this game versus any other game out there is we are not having enough deep discussions with the people we're dating, and these relationships end up lasting way longer than they need to. What if I told you that playing a simple, fun card game will help you vet the person you're dating better? We all know that it's pee in a dating pool, right? But what do you do about this? Over 80 intriguing questions that will help you vet your mate better or the person you're dating better. How did you contribute to your most recent relationship ending? Explain the relationship you had with the guardian that you resented the most. How did your last relationship affect you, positively or negatively? After playing this game, and you're not going to get done with the whole game in one sitting, you're going to have so much of a better understanding of not only the other person, but yourself. You know why? Because you now have a fun excuse to have deeper discussions. So either click the link below or click the link in my bio to buy your Deeper Discussions card game. All right, hold on one second. Everybody watching, my Deeper Discussions card game is available. It's Christmas coming up. Thanksgiving is over. Everybody's Christmas shopping. All you got to do is click the link either under this video, hit hit the shop button if you're on YouTube. The video, the link is over this video if you're on Facebook. And if you're in the chat chatting, the link to buy this card game is in the chat, and it's also pinned at the top of the chat. Get you like 3-4 card games, get you 1 card game for yourself, and get your 3-4 card games for your little whole cousins. We all got little whole cousins. They can't get their lives together. They keep dating the wrong person. Look at Tina. Tina got her card game. Hold on, what am I doing? Tina, look, Tina got her card game. There we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody go hit the link, buy 3-4 card games, and hand them things out so you ain't got to be running around buying something for somebody for Christmas. All right, go ahead, Letitia.
Okay, so I just wanted to make 2 points. My first point being to Mr. Real Bravado is that when typically when a woman is keeping her money to herself, she already has it in her mind that she's expected to do majority of the domestic duties, and if you have kids, child rearing, right? So we already know that stay-at-home wives, it's unpaid labor basically, and the cost of that labor runs in the 6 figures, right? So if you have a working wife who is still taking on the majority of the domestic duties, meaning she is going to be cooking your hot meals, she is going to be making sure your lunch is packed and taken care of, she is going to make sure that laundry is done, she's going to make sure that she's helping to take care of you, clean up after you. So I think it's only fair that in that regard that she does get to keep majority of her money to herself, because now you have an equal trade. Basically, you have an equal trade-off. You're paying all the bills and she's taking on all the domestic duties. It doesn't seem fair if she's paying half the bills and she's taking on all of the domestic duties. Secondly, men always talking about 50-50 and how it's always about money, but I never hear such men talk about how they're going to contribute to the domestic duties, how they going to contribute to the child rearing. Like, what are you doing in that regard? There's never any conversations revolving around how, okay, when women start saying, I'm going to take on majority of domestic duties, I never hear men counter that with, no. I'm going to clean. I'm going to clean like 3 times a day. Like, do you have a schedule in mind as far as cleaning? Like, are you planning on taking on half the wash day, or like, what does that look like? It's never a conversation around the domestic duties. It's always a conversation around money.
And before you go, Real Bravado, hold on, let me say this. In my marriage, I didn't clean nothing and I didn't cook nothing. But the child rearing, I actually did more child rearing than she did. I was a super attentive parent. All right. We played hooked on phonics on the floor while mom was downstairs cooking. Right. She ran their baths, but I did the whooping. I did the talking to stuff. I did the sex talks. I taught my kids how to ride a bike, how to drive a car, how to do whatever, how to ride the bus. I did literally not everything, but the majority of the child rearing, or I will say half the child rearing, not majority, but because that's the thing that Letitia is saying. Usually a dude work and come home and don't do no child rearing. So the cooking and cleaning, I ain't washing damn dish, but I am doing child rearing. But go ahead, Bravado.
Well, I have two comments, and the second one's like a 2A and 2B. But my first comment is more of a question, Letitia. I hear everything that you're saying. I hear in your perspective. But my question is, if that perspective is what the majority of our Black women are holding, then my question is, how's that working out? How's that working out? I mean, you think it's fair that you in a marriage, in a union where you won, that you get to withhold. Your husband doesn't get to withhold anything from that marriage, but you want to get to withhold because you go outside and work. I stated earlier today, our generation of women are the only generation of women out here right now that believe that because they have to go earn a paycheck, that paycheck belongs to them. No other generation in Black culture has that ever been the mindset of the women. And they went out, they worked, they came home, and they were domestic.
Okay.
Point two, and then I'm gonna let it go. Point two. Oftentimes you talk about the additional, domestic duties, but I always like to remind you, ladies, about your husband's chief responsibility. And his chief responsibility is ultimately to give up his life for the family.
Yep.
So what are you offering? What are you doing in that domestic duty that's more valuable than that man's life?
Wait, whoa. Women and men are different. We're not gonna do. I hate it when men try to compare men to women. She don't have to do nothing that is as important as me, because she's not as important as me.
Okay.
So go ahead, Letitia.
MrLetGo, but the thing is, they move as if they don't understand that.
We gotta stop worrying about what the hell women doing, bro. Like, stop. Like, they do this. Who cares? Like, let them be stupid. That's the reason why they can't find no man. If that's the problem, let them stay out here and look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's the thing. Go ahead.
Fair enough.
But if you notice, he did not answer the question. They never can answer the question. What is your plan as far as? Because, okay, if you want to split the financial responsibilities, fine. But what is your plan as far as splitting the domestic duties, right? Is there a schedule? Do men even think beyond that? But
okay, Letitia, I can answer that question.
To answer your first question, majority of these marriages, majority of cohabitation situations, people living together, the Black women are working and they are contributing financially to their household. You guys are hearing a lot of pushback to that because Black women are seeing what's happening in these marriages and these cohabitating relationships. We are actually seeing it being unfair to the woman. It's one-sided. The man is working, she's working, they're both working 40 hours at the minimum, 40 hours per week, splitting the bills, but yes, she has to be the one to come home and take care of all of the little semantics dealing with the kids, taking care of the cooking, and then taking care of the cleaning and getting the children on board to help with the cleaning as well. You rarely see in the Black community, you rarely see stay-at-home wives, you rarely see housewives, you rarely see it where the man is paying 100% of the bills. But what we do see is them going 50-50 on the bills, and yet the man is not going 50-50 on the duties.
Letitia, I don't know if you know this or not, but the CDC debunked your whole theory about Black men and their lives domestically with their children and their wives at home. So to sit there to even have the conversation about what Black men are doing in the domestic realm, the CDC has already debunked the fact that Black men are the most active domestic, I hate to use the word partners, but domestic partners of any of the race of women. You guys have the best men on the planet, and every other woman knows your man is the best man on the planet. That's what this.
Can I add something in, if you don't mind?
Go ahead, Alexis. I just want to say one thing.
Okay,
Can't nobody be on no CDC statistic about what you doing around the house. That don't even make no damn sense. But go ahead, Alexis.
Okay, well, I had a couple things, but I do want to respond to what Mr. Bravado was saying. I actually read about this statistic in particular. Like MrLetGo was saying, there's really no real way to measure how active someone is in the house. But on top of that, the CDC actually issued a self-reported survey. They only interviewed 4,000 men, and they asked the men, how active are you in the household? So it's not like they're going around to measure how active someone is. That's not really possible to do. And plus, we can't sit here and say that we have a single mother problem in the community, and then turn around and say Black men are the most involved fathers, because both can't be true.
Thank you.
Both cannot.
They're the most involved fathers when it comes to being outside of the household, taking care of their children, not when it comes to the duties. Like I said, I didn't cook, I didn't clean, right? But I did. I was very attentive to my kids, because my kids Our kids were my responsibility. My household is my responsibility. My ex-wife was my responsibility. So everything under my roof was my responsibility, except for the damn dishes and shit.
Right. But I do want to offer a different perspective about 50-50. And this is
Mm-hmm.
coming from someone, I'm 26, because a lot of women will say that the reason why we should not go 50-50 is because we do more when it comes to children. So I just want to give a perspective from someone who doesn't have children, who doesn't want children. I don't plan on having children at all. I'm not necessarily looking for someone to come in and go 50-50 because it wouldn't be like I'm taking on more of the childbearing because there wouldn't be any children involved. And on top of that, coming from someone who's
Hey,
not
something's
a,
going on with your mic. I don't know what's going on.
is it mine?
I think it's someone else that's moving around or typing or
Oh,
something.
can everybody mute? Because I don't know what the heck. Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Alexis.
Okay, no, you're fine. Well, someone coming from someone who's not a liability, and I think this may be an issue for a lot of women because a lot of women are liabilities, unfortunately. I don't necessarily need financial help because I mean I was in the army. I get a check every month. I'm good regardless. I can come into a relationship and I'll still pay everything I come in with as far as my cars. I'm not looking for a handout necessarily, but because I'm not going to be taking on any child rearing or extra domestic work. I'm not saying I will be okay with going 50-50 with the man because if men and women are not equal, then we're not equal for a reason. We're different for a reason. So if men are saying they're more important or if they're saying that they're the leaders, then I need you to lead. You know, if you're saying that, well, men can do certain things women can't do, well, if that's the case, then I need you to perform like a man because pressure is for the shoulders, not hips.
I love that.
Right?
Pressure is
Okay.
for the shoulders and not
Right,
hip.
it is. And on top of that, we have to like we're just different. We're just completely different, which is fine.
So RBN says, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for having me on your platform. Keep having these discussions.
Yeah, Mr.
Wait.
LetGo.
Who is that? When was you? Who was that? He was on the platform? Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about your
Well, you
platform.
Network.
huh? Oh, that's you. Oh.
That's me.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody wasn't on here. Appreciate you, bro. I
Look,
appreciate you.
yeah, I'm about to go hang out with I have a 9-year-old daughter. This is her birthday weekend, but I just jumped on to jump in and get my two. Yeah, definitely. She's standing right here too, by the way. Yeah, I just jumped in to give my little 2 cents on this. We need to keep having this discussion. We're too far apart. I don't know if we're ever going to get there. You know, we got too many single black men, too many single black women out here, and we're fighting in the minutia of getting together. Like you said, time and time again, Mr. LetGo, we've made meeting boy meets girl way too damn hard.
I agree.
Yep.
But the number
You guys,
one thing I want to leave you with, because you know, the main thing I had an issue with when it comes to the men saying all this 50-50 stuff is mainly this. We keep buying or putting ourselves in positions that we can't afford. We got to stop buying stuff we can't afford. We got to stop getting with women before we can afford them, because you get with a woman long enough, you live with a woman, y'all gonna make a baby, and guess what, you're gonna end up resenting her because she just gave birth to a child, and guess what, she now can't work. So if you can't afford to pay all the bills, period, you don't need no woman. See, I'm a little different than the dude in the video. I'm not saying you have to pay all the bills and she don't pay nothing. I'm saying you have to be capable of paying all the bills, or y'all don't need to get no bigger house. Don't never depend on a woman's income ever. That woman is simply one of the kids in your house. That is, I would love my woman, love my wife or whatever, but from a authority standpoint, you got feedback. You can give feedback or whatever. I'll go to you if I say I'm gonna go buy a house. I ain't gonna do nothing without you. But overall, your authority financially, you're contributing. I don't need your money. You're contributing because you finna be paying something around this bitch.
So
want
can
to
I
say
say
that?
something?
Yeah, go ahead. Appreciate you,
Okay.
RBN.
Okay, two things. Let me ask, because I keep hearing these women. Y'all keep saying that you're gonna do the domestic work and this and that, and why should you work and then have to come home and do the domestic work and do this? But you also said if he pay all the bills, you still want to work. You're still willing to do the domestic thing. That's you willing to do it as long as you get to keep your money. So basically, I just need a housekeeper and not you.
Unless you have sex with a housekeeper, you good.
No, I'm just saying because everybody keeps saying
I agree with you. Get your little fine little Latino housekeeper.
They want to work. I mean, their money, but they'll do the domestic. But you're too tired when you had to split 50-50. But you're not tired when you get to keep your money.
It's about fairness, right? It's more about fairness. What's fair. So, and if you feel like, well, if I can't get you to cook for me and clean for me, then I'll just hire a maid and do that. See how well that's working out for you. I don't think anyone will have a problem with that. But the fact that what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, which bothers me, because really I don't care how people decide how they're going to want to go about their relationships, right? I do care that people look at this from a fair perspective. And I just don't think certain men don't have enough empathy and understanding for women that they're trying to be in relationships with. It seems to me, and I was watching a video on YouTube where they were making an argument for men just want to marry women to make them basically their wives to cook and clean. We've had 2 men on this panel, and not one of these men had came out and said, listen, I don't expect my wife to do all the cooking and cleaning. I'm going to step up. I have a schedule. All they wanted to do is give pushback to our talking points. I asked the question directly and I didn't get an answer. So that lets me know that you are one of those men who just are going to sit back. You're going to hand over your portion of your check to pay your bills, and you're going to sit back and either play your video games or watch your sports and eat your meal. Expect her to bring you your plate, and then you're going to sit and watch while she carries the rest of the burden. Like, does that even sound like a fair deal?
Well, first of all,
hold on, James. I got her because I totally disagree. What you just said.
I did say that I did go along with the whole cook. I told him that from the beginning that I'm willing to cook and clean because I was doing it before I met you.
Yeah.
So that was never the issue.
I ain't cooking nothing. Letitia, you gonna cook and you gonna sit down and you're gonna be quiet. You gonna bring me my damn plate while I'm looking at TV.
But Aaron, you're paying all the bills too. I'm not talking about men like you. Like men like you, I don't think any woman's gonna have a problem with that. I'm talking about the men are looking at like, well, I need help, and she should pay for half of the bills, and I don't see the problem with her paying half of the bills. Okay, listen, fine. But what are you doing as far as the cooking and the cleaning? If you don't want to do the cooking and the cleaning, that is absolutely fine. But then you're going to pay all the bills.
No, I'm gonna pay the majority of the bills. You're gonna pay the light bill, the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is like what, $80. Light bill. You're gonna pay your own car note. You're gonna be paying some stuff. I'm just gonna be paying the majority of the stuff, and you gonna cook and clean and sit down and be quiet.
And I'm pretty sure you're gonna take the kids to the doctor when need be. You're not gonna look at me. I'm pretty sure you're gonna take the kids to the doctor when need be.
Yep.
You're gonna find a way to work with me and collaborate with me, right, Aaron?
Yep.
You're very vocal in the fact that you're very collaborative, but you do have some areas where you have some no-go zones, right?
Right. And the biggest thing though, I'll be a father to your little Pookie baby that ain't got no daddy.
Oh my God. But a lot of times, and I'm not saying you, James, because I didn't know if you were the guy that was talking to him earlier. A lot of times, you just don't hear men be vocal about their responsibilities to the household and to the children when they're having this 50-50 conversation.
Right.
Okay. I'm a divorced. I married my wife. She had 2 kids. I still take care of them now and all that too. I was a single dad because once we separated, the kids stayed with me because that's what they wanted to stay with. So I don't have a problem with doing whatever it needs to do in the house. I really don't even have a problem with paying the bills. Women want certain things.
Hold on. Can everybody mute? Can you mute? Everybody mute. I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Somebody doing something. All right, go ahead, James. Somebody rubbing the phone against their butt or something.
And I just think that at this point, the economy is a whole different breed. Like I said, I make decent money. I'm not gonna say I make great money, but I bring it home about 75. You still want certain things that I really don't give a damn about. So you're gonna contribute to those certain things. I can take care of your house. I might even pay your car note, but certain things that you're gonna contribute to, and it's always a problem, or men are looked down for because they say you're gonna chip in. He said chip in, I say pay half or whatever. Because why should I work myself to death? I'm gonna do just as much as you're doing in the house. Why should I work myself to death? He doesn't believe in doing it, and that's cool. I do it because I was doing it before you got here. So why should I stop? What's the problem here?
Well, men and women are different, and men have a larger anatomy for a reason, and men are stronger for a reason. And like if we are made to bear children and to be domestic, then I think that's more the role that women should play. But I think also a lot of men, and I'm not no knock to average
I
men,
feel you.
because I've been in a relationship with an average earning man before, and I didn't have to pay anything. All he asked is that I took care of what I came into the relationship with, and I actually made more than him. But what he understood is that submission comes with an incentive. So if he wants me to be sweet, soft, submissive, a quiet girlfriend, then I'm going to make sure you have everything. I'm not going to let you work harder than me because I'm the man. Like we're not equal, we're different. So I'm not going to let my woman work harder than me. And plus he also wanted me to look a certain way. So if he wants my hair and nails done, he's not going to have me go in half with him because he wants me to keep myself looking good. But that's just one example. Don't get me wrong. That's just one. And I know my experience doesn't trump everyone's. But I would just say that I don't think women should be working just as hard as men, because then we have this epidemic of quote unquote masculine women.
The
Yep.
problem is y'all are working
Right.
on just as much money. That's where the problem comes in at. It's different
I'm
if you're
sorry.
not
I
doing
didn't
it.
hear you. It was going
The,
out.
the problem is you are doing this. You are working just as hard. You are bringing home just as much money. That's where the problem comes in at to me, because if you're not making it, you're not making it. I got this. But when you bring home just as much as I bring home, it's crazy that you think that you're going to keep yours to keep your hair and nails done, buy purses, or do whatever, because I'm doing just as much in the house as you. If you don't have it, you don't have it. And I married you knowing you didn't have it. But when you do have it, why shouldn't you have to chip in? Why shouldn't you have to participate just like I participate?
Oh, don't
So
get
can
me
you
wrong.
explain your
I
chipping in, and that might be an
Whatever
issue
it takes
probably.
for us to both be happy. I'm not trying to die making sure that she's the only person happy in this relationship. Like, I'm gonna do everything I can do to make sure she's happy, but she ain't gonna bring home 85 like 75 or 85 and keep her whole thing, and I use my whole check to take care of the household. Like, I don't give a damn about household cleaning, or because I'm doing that too. Again,
But if she making 85,
getting rid of the
most
kid.
likely she's a 50-50 person. That's a lot of work. Unless she's at home, like as an entrepreneur like me, sitting on my ass, making $85,000 a year, and you working, you're doing a lot of work, and that most likely is a stressful job, bro.
That's not true. I make 75 and my job is very easy.
Can a
Like, it's
woman
not,
do it?
yes. Everybody in my office is women. I'm saying, like, everybody want to make a difference on what they doing. You was doing it before you met me. So quit it. If you want to be the person that get taken care of, quit it. Stay at home and do all that. But now you're depending on my income, but you're not going to keep your whole income and depend on my income. That's crazy to me.
Well, if a
Well,
woman
my whole thing. Go ahead, Lexus. Go ahead, Lexus.
I'm sorry about that. Well, if a woman is depending on a man's income, let's say for an example, let's say you do make 75, right? And you have a
Mm-hmm.
woman who stays at home. And if she's depending on your income solely, she knows that if I don't have this man, I'm out of luck. Like, I need this man. You're going to get the most softest, feminine version of that woman because she needs you. But when you're asking her to go half and half, let's just say that you need her to go half and half. Not saying that you do. Let's just say hypothetically, you need her to go half and half. She's probably going to stick her chest out a little bit sometime, because it's like, how dare you say I need blah, 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 blah. You know how women are catty, right? Let's just say she come home or she wake up catty one day and she's like, just irritated for no reason. You know how come on, y'all. I know we wake up like that sometime. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's just say that that's becoming like that's the norm. I think that's because it's like, well, we're like, I'm performing like a man. Like, you want me to be soft, you want me to be a certain way, but I'm performing just like you. So what's the difference? Are we roommates? Is this a relationship? You know, that's just a different perspective. But keep in mind, I'm only 26, so I have I'm in a different generation. So just another perspective.
And do y'all know when women have to work hard, like their titties aren't as soft? I just want to let y'all know.
No, I didn't know that, but thank
I
you.
didn't know that one either, but good looking out. I might need to change that opinion then.
May have to check my breast and see.
Well, that's why we have to have you to massage them to make them soft again.
So,
You know
Aaron,
what? How you guys doing? You know, most of us are average. Let's
hold on. Tina was first.
Okay.
Right.
Go
So,
ahead.
Aaron, you mentioned that if a woman is living in your house, she don't have to work, but she gonna work. So what
Hold on,
happens?
somebody's rubbing their phone against their butt again. Can you
mute up everybody else?
Everybody mute up. Stop playing with your phone. It's not a dildo. What are y'all doing? What are y'all sticking y'all phone at to making all these rubbing noises? Hold on. Okay. Go ahead, Tina.
So what happens with going back to even what James said? So in your scenario where a woman is, you say she doesn't have to work, but she has to work, right? What does she do? What happens with her money in your world when she goes out and she makes this money? I know you said she'll pay a light bill or something like that, but you know, the Wi-Fi or something like that. But what happens with the rest of that money?
Are you talking to me or him?
I'm talking to MrLetGo.
Okay. Oh, me? I'm not gonna say I don't really care. So one of the things is, if this was to ever end, I need you to have some money so you won't be whining, talking about you ain't got no money, or go to a judge talking about you broke and I can't kick you out. So I need you to have money and savings just in case I tell you get the hell out. I need your credit to be good just in case I tell you get the hell out. So you'll be okay, because I don't want to tell you get the hell out because you're getting on my damn nerves and you broke or you ain't got no money saved up. So I actually want you to save your money up just in case I kick your ass out.
Okay, let's just say you love her and you don't plan on her ever breaking up with her and y'all are married. So in that case, because you don't need her money, is this community money that she's making?
No, she's gonna be investing her money, saving it, and is in some type of investment. So she's gonna be the investor, and she's probably gonna invest more than me. Because like I said, at some point, I'm either gonna kick you out, or either you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not happy anymore. I don't want to go, some dumb shit, and then you're gonna try to take me half of my shit, and I'm like, no, actually, she has as much money as I have because this is her investment portfolio, and get the hell out of here. You ain't getting half of nothing.
So what happens?
What you get with the 100%?
We need our women to have a portfolio. So if the worst case scenario happens, she can't go to no judge talking about she's a victim. No, you ain't no victim. You save more money than I did. Get the hell out of here.
So 100% man is always planning his exit strategy. So that's what I'm hearing.
No, as a man, you have an exit strategy no matter what it is. I have an exit strategy as far as the whole MrLetGo shit goes. You, as a business person, whether you have a job, whether you have a business, I will give somebody else MrLetGo, and I'll go be Aaron Mallory at some point if somebody wants to. I have an exit strategy for everything. So if you don't have an exit strategy, whether it's you're a woman or your business, you're an idiot.
So part of her working is just to make sure that when you kick her to the curb, she's paying herself.
If I kick her to the curb, yes.
Okay.
Because hey, I'm just saying there's a 60% chance this ain't gonna work out and we're not gonna end up being old together. It's just how life is.
And that's the reason why a lot of women say they prefer to work and be able to stack their money just in case it doesn't work out. She's not
There's nothing
left.
wrong with that.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. That means that you're continuing to still be an adult, whether if you had a man or not. Most average Americans don't even have $1,000 saved in a bank account. So come on, let's be real with it. Let's be all the way with it. And us women, more than likely, we won't have no portfolio. We resting on that 401k. We don't do nothing. We have no financial literacy. That's why we take and grab all resources from governments and a rich man if we can, because we don't have a strong financial foundation for ourselves.
See, one thing you're gonna learn with me is what to do with your money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So now I don't need you to be doing. If you make $80,000 a year, we about to do something with your money to make it work. We're going whatever it is you want to do, let's do it. But you ain't gonna not do nothing. It's gonna be some type of investment, whether it's whatever it is you want to do, and I need to oversee it. Because if some stupid shit happen, you ain't gonna be like, I ain't got no money. No, stop.
So how many of y'all willing to give up y'all money? Let him control y'all money flow. I'm just curious on the women on the panel, how many of y'all are willing to let him control what the money is done with?
If I see that he proved himself already and he's already stable and whatever he's doing and he got vision, oh yes, you can take my money and multiply it all day.
I wouldn't mind that either. If he's a great leader, I wouldn't mind that, because just because you're a man doesn't mean you're a good leader, because you're not going to lead me to hell. But if he's a great leader, then absolutely, I would definitely allow him to do that.
Okay.
Right.
Tina?
And it's not control. I don't look at that as control. I feel like he is, he's leading in that area and saying, okay, we're going to take your money, we're going to multiply, we're going to do this. He's creating a plan. So when a man has a plan, absolutely, okay, baby, here's my 75, here's my 85, tell me what to do, yada, yada, yada. Because we as women, we can kind of be frivolous with our money sometimes. Sometimes we don't always make the smart moves. You know what I mean? And Aaron and I talked about that. Women tend to sometimes spend money on some very dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So
actually all the time, but who's checking?
Yeah, I can agree.
I
want to know what the hell you doing with your damn money. Go ahead. Who's talking?
My answer would be no. I made it.
Your mic is terrible.
Wait, you're the one rubbing your phone against your butt.
No, it's not.
It's you.
No, it's Alexis. Every time she's off mute, noise.
Alexis don't have a butt.
My phone is sitting right here.
She's moving or doing something. Usually when her mic is open, there's a lot of noise coming through.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Letitia. So you wouldn't let me oversee your money?
No, we're going, if we're in this together, we're in a partnership. We're going to be in a partnership.
With me. I don't do no partnership.
Oh no, he's the 100%. He's the 100%, man.
Hello? I said with me.
She ain't let you control her money.
No, I'm not. I earned it, so we're gonna have conversations about what to do with it. No.
Okay, I'm overseeing it. If a police pull you over, y'all are having a conversation. Yeah, he's still the authority figure in the situation, but y'all can have a conversation. If he's gonna say, can I check your trunk of your car? You can say no.
Okay.
He's still the authority figure, right?
So you're saying that we're still going to have conversations and make decisions together. What is this? What is this authority then? What exactly are you doing?
If a police officer pulls you over and asks you to get out of the car, you're going to get out of the car, right?
Oh, so you're saying that whatever you want to do with the money, no, I'm not going to do that. No, it's a no.
I didn't think so.
Okay, why are you with me if you don't trust me?
It's not about trust. It's about
it is about trust.
No, it is.
Everything is about trust. Either you're gonna do it or you not, and you not. I'm gonna kick you out, and then you're gonna use your little money and go get your own apartment and go live your life. That's what's gonna happen.
Right, and that I would be okay with that. But for me, it's not about trust. It's about fairness. And to me,
I don't believe in fairness. Life ain't fair. You're not a man, so there's no fairness. You're a woman.
Well, So then,
nothing in a woman's life is fair. We feed and clothe and give y'all y'all wouldn't be alive without us. There's no fairness. Y'all are children of America, of the world, not just America. Y'all are the world's children. There's no fairness.
I'm not going to argue with you about your philosophy on women and our
There's no
roles.
philosophy. Who puts water in your water bottles?
It is a philosophy because I work very hard for my money, right?
For a man gives you money. A man gives you the ability to work.
Again, this is why I'm saying
who pays you, Letitia? Who pays you? A man or a woman?
Well, I work for myself, so I don't have a regular job. I have a business, so I'm self-employed. So, and that's why I said I'm not going to get into an argument about your philosophy about women and our role in how in society. All I'm saying is I work very hard for my money. I'm a good steward of my money. And if I'm going to sign up for a dynamic where I am contributing financially, I would feel much more comfortable in an arrangement where we are making decisions together about money.
Okay, so let me get these super chats real quick. Just my 4 cents. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I go 100% with my wife on the bills. Cookie says, do what he asks you to do, especially if he lets you keep your money. If you trust him to sleep with you, trust him with it all. Facts. Y'all let a dude come in y'all, but won't let y'all. That shit crazy. Won't let you. You don't know what y'all gonna do with y'all money. That shit is crazy.
But they letting that same dude going 50-50 do the same thing. So should he get the same privileges?
No. No. Wait, hold on. Me and Letitia said this. If you are paying 50-50, you don't need to be you can't come in her if y'all 50-50. No, you can't even take the condom off if y'all 50-50. So just my 4 cents says once married, the two become one. There is no 50-50.
I can go with that. I can live with that one.
I said that before. We 50-50. You don't need to be letting them blank inside of you. I don't need to be saying a word.
You also got a weight chart on what women should do at certain weights. They pay what percentage. So that was always crazy to me.
That's a fact.
Right. So as far as I'm concerned, I'll never be part of this conversation about Aaron standards anyway. but I think with that question, I don't believe if I've been married before and I don't contribute to the your money, my money. If I go out and I make some money and you are better with the finances than me, then I'll take your lead on what to do with that money. But just saying, here, babe, here's the money, and me blindly just letting you just go off into the world with the money and you giving me allowance of money that I made myself so I can have.
I didn't say that.
No.
We're talking about if you make $80,000 a year and you only pay the light bill, your car note, and just a couple things, and you only paying like $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and you got the rest to yourself. Where's the money going? I'm gonna be looking at you like, so what is you doing with your money? Where is it at? And you show me what you're doing with your money. And if you buying dumb shit, I'm gonna be like, okay, we're not doing that no more. We need to do this, and we're gonna come to an agreement on what you gonna do with your money. It just needs to be somewhere. You're not gonna be running around just doing dumb shit and something go wrong. Now I gotta pay for everything.
It's just the verbiage that kind of has me kind of tripped up when you say my money. Then I kind of look at it as
I said your money.
We're gonna sit down and figure out what are we gonna do with this extra money that's in the household.
That's what I just said.
No, you said my money.
Okay, whatever.
Are we talking about like marriage? Is this like marriage or just like a regular?
I don't think it doesn't even matter if it's not marriage.
We're talking about both.
So, okay.
If you living in my house and you make $80,000 a year, I need to know what the hell you doing with the rest of the damn money. Because like I said, if I need to get rid of your ass, I don't want no problems. And he did this to me. I don't have nowhere to go. No, what the hell you make $80,000 a month. God damn it. What the hell? No.
So we're not talking about marriage, Aaron?
We talking about both. It started with cohabitation and marriage. This dude, whatever the hell his name is, I don't know his name.
James.
No, not me. He's talking about the video guy.
Oh, I'm
like, 50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get. 50-50 men don't deserve clean homes every day. 50-50 men don't deserve hot meals every day. 50-50 men don't deserve sex whatsoever. You can't demand something from your woman that you don't deserve. You believe you deserve the same respect of a man that's handling everything by himself.
So that's who I'm talking about. So my thing is, I have a practical way of looking at life, okay? And I have an understanding that because if y'all right now are single, that means every last one of your relationships failed, okay? So that's just how life is. Every last one of your relationships failed. So if you look at the probability of your next relationship failing, most likely it will. So we can sit around and dance around and be Teletubbies and act like life ain't the way life is. I need to know what the hell you're doing just in case this relationship fails and you don't screw me over in some type of way. I don't get screwed over by no damn woman.
You know what my problem is with this whole conversation when men argue about the 50-50? It's usually you guys that make at least 120 or above that can holler this because you can't afford to do it. If I had it, I would love to be able to take care of my woman completely. But in reality, I need help. Like if I had 200,000, and it's not about that. If I can't afford it, I don't need a woman because I can afford what I can afford. We can afford more together. So, but it's always the guys that make all the money, like 120 or above or whatever it is.
But James,
always crying about, oh, if I do this, not do that. Yeah, it's nice, it's cool.
James,
most guys don't make that because the average ain't that.
Remember the weight scale. Just get you a fat
I know.
chick.
I'm always down with you on your weight scale. I'm always with you on your weight scale.
Just get you a fat chick, and you probably ain't got to pay no bills. She'll come in and pay all your bills. That's what I'm saying. That's why I gave you the weight scale.
I'm a fat dude. I can't do a fat chick. I wasn't born.
Well, you're gonna have to pay all the bills, sir.
No, I don't. James, that's the problem.
James, you've mentioned twice on this live that you make 75. Why is it so hard for you to support two adults on 75 a year? Like that to me is just like
I did it.
75 is that
75 is good.
To be able to support
the women.
I made 60.
Do you know how much a house costs? You know how much a house mortgage costs right now?
Yes, I do. I'm an adult. So you're talking about
I'm just saying 335.
You make the example of 350,000.
Bro, you don't have to buy a house. You can rent a house. You keep talking about 335. Just don't buy a house.
They're renting houses for $25 a month now.
Okay, so on $75,000 a year, you should be able to pay a $3,500 mortgage.
And you should be able to. What are you doing with your money? That's my biggest problem.
What are you doing with your money that you can't afford?
Right now, you want me to pay? It's not about. I said it from the beginning. I can afford what I can afford. What I'm saying is, you're not gonna bring home this same 80 or 75, and I'm paying all the bills. I can afford what I can afford. I can take care because I was doing it before you came along. I got you the same way you got me to make our life better and easier.
Adds,
that's why we're here.
Only makes about 35K with them.
But could you afford a woman to stay at home? You saying that there's no way a woman can go make money?
It's gonna cost money whether she stay home or whether she works.
Whether she works or not. So it's like it's actually going to cost you more to have a stay-at-home wife than it would to have a woman that had a job. So it's like
I think he froze. Go ahead.
No, I feel like that woman y'all talking about that stay at home, her expectations might not be as high as a woman that bring it home to 85. Because she got a higher lifestyle. See, with him, he don't give a damn what y'all talking about. He's gonna do and y'all gonna accept it.
But the average woman staying at home actually has high requirements.
Just a drunk and usually miserable.
No, well, that may be true.
No, they be on Amazon all the time. You know how much women spend on
a lot
Amazon?
of women who stay at home are gorgeous women because
Right, they are. I
yeah,
have a
the man
right,
allows, and that's why I have a theory about the 50-50 really isn't even an option if the man
right,
really loves this woman
right.
or like really
So
if this is her
What's up?
his dream girl, he doesn't really care about 50-50.
What's going on with you?
exactly, like my sister just got married
Out.
maybe a year or two
I'm on the
ago.
phone.
Hi.
I'm gonna have to talk to you later. I'm on.
Hi.
I'm gonna talk to you later.
He's adorable.
He's a good dad.
Are you a
Go, I'm
father?
about to be.
Yeah, he's a
That's my
father.
grandson. That's my grandson.
Wow.
Oh,
My
okay. Do you have
my
any underage children you're responsible for?
No.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So my sister just got married, and she's
I
a
still.
stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mother. But she was also a virgin when she got married. She's also a godly woman that's grounded and rooted in all of the things that are good. So they don't have problems with
And
submission.
she's not fat, right?
And she's not. She's gorgeous.
There you
She
go.
goes,
There you go. Told you.
she goes to the gym. She goes to the gym every day. Her husband's a firefighter. He's the only man she's ever been with. Period.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's one of the requirements right there. You got to go to the gym 3 times a week. So I don't need you working 40 hours a week because I don't need you whining about how you too busy to go to the gym. I'd rather you go to the gym every day than go to a job every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
But that is true though. That's completely true. Like I think if a man really, really wants a woman, he's gonna want to take care of her. And like I said, I've been in a relationship with someone who was an average earning man. He probably made no more than 50,000 a year. But when I tell you that man worked so hard just because he didn't want me to work and because he felt like if he just worked so hard, I wouldn't go nowhere, which wasn't the case. That wasn't my mindset. But I think when men have a problem going 50-50, not saying all men, don't get me wrong. Sorry for the comments. Not all men, but a lot of
Not
men
cool.
who have an issue going 50-50, I'm sorry, have an issue taking care of everything, that may not just be the woman that he wants. Because if he finds a woman that he wants, a gorgeous woman, let's say in shape, the body that doesn't wear weave, like he's going to want to take care of her. And in my experience in my life, like I'm only 26. I was in the army, I'm not overweight by any means. MrLetGo has seen me before. I never had an issue dating. And like I said, being with average earning men before, they took care of everything. I didn't want for anything, but that's because he worked. Like he worked so hard. So I didn't have to work so hard.
And how did it work out?
Well, we're not together. I went to the army, but no, there was no bad, but there was nothing wrong. Let me make this because there was nothing wrong with him. I'm not putting anything bad about him. We just didn't work out because of distance. I went to the army and we just that was that.
I
But
went
there
to
was
the
nothing
army.
wrong.
Why didn't you take it with you?
He was already.
Why do you take him with you?
Well, he was
You take a
already
man with
in.
you? What?
Well, when you're
There's
in
plenty of
the
military women
military,
that take their husband with them and they still work. Don't do that. You never.
First of all, any
well, you have to
military
be
couple
married.
is destined to fall apart. Military
That's not true.
people can't be
That's
with
definitely not
military
true.
people.
No,
That's
that
not
is.
true.
I mean, I
Because
agree
one
with
of them,
Mr.
one
Letgo.
military person gonna be trash. You ain't gonna see 2 military people not trash. One
Well,
of them
on
be
top
trash.
of that too, like you can't fraternize. So when you're different ranks, if one is an officer, one is enlisted, it won't work out anyway. But of course, just distance. You can be in Europe and I'm in Texas. It just didn't work out. But there was nothing wrong
Right.
with him. I'm not gonna make it seem like there was, because there was not.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Quick commercial break. I gotta sell my products. Y'all over here. I know that Christmas is coming up, right? All right, y'all. We all know that Christmas is coming up, right? What are you buying, everybody? Who wants to be going through malls trying to figure out what to buy for people? I got a gift that everybody would love. My family empowerment shirt. Family empowerment, God, husband, wife, child, the way it's supposed to be. You can buy this for anybody in your family. You can buy it for your friends, your coworkers. And I got hoodies of different colors, and I have shirts of different colors. And of course, I got my Deeper Discussions card game, which will not only help you vet a potential dating prospect, but it's fun to play with the family. And the questions in this game are about family dynamics. So you could just open a card game, sit on the table, and everybody pick a card and have fun asking each other fun questions. So pick up 3 card games, 1 for yourself and 2 for other people. Get you a few family empowerment hoodies, and boom, you're set. And the majority of your Christmas shopping is done already. Either click the link here or click the link here, or go to my bio and you'll see everything there.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, y'all. Everybody, has anybody bought any card games? I know Tina bought a card game. If you have not, all right, you got a card game. And some of y'all have not bought my t-shirts or my hoodies. So if y'all have not, go to the link under this video, the link in this chat, the link over this video to buy my family empowerment shirts, hoodies, or hats. All right, but go ahead, y'all. Somebody was saying something? I think Sam was saying something. He gone.
Yeah. I just feel like the whole 50-50 situation is just blown up debate, because if you look at it from a Christian perspective, like a man's supposed to love his wife like Christ loved the church, and a woman's supposed to submit to her own husband. It doesn't specify how, like, who's supposed to be making which money. Like, it's what they agree to as a unit, and like what they agree to is what they agree to, and she just must submit to to the leadership of her husband. If a woman knows that she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, she needs to date men that have the income capability to take care of her. If she is a woman that she knows that she wants to work or she wants to run a business, then she should not be dating a man that wants to have a stay-at-home wife. Like, stop dating people that are not that aren't in your capacity. Find somebody that is your match, that you are compatible with, and then try to walk that course. If y'all are unequally yoked, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work.
Hold on one second. Nicole says, where's the link to the chat? Nicole, you on Facebook. You got to come over to YouTube, and you come over to YouTube, and the link would be, I'll drop the link for you to come up. So Nicole Hutchins, you got to come over to YouTube, and you'll see the actual link to join. That's Nick. Why is Nicole on Facebook? She was just on YouTube. I'm confused. Nicole, come over. Huh?
It seems people are getting kicked off or something, because even James got kicked off. So.
Oh, well, I'm just wondering, why is she on Facebook asking to come on and she was just on YouTube? So I'm hitting the link, I'm dropping the link. All right, James, the link is in the chat right now. Just hit the link, James. And Nicole, if you on YouTube, the link is, let me pin it. But go ahead, y'all.
I think we're having this discussion and we make it so difficult. And I've never, even in my dating and in my marriage, this whole thing about this whole 50-50 thing was never it's never been a real big deal. It's just, like she said, if you choose someone whose values line up with your values, then this won't be an issue. Instead of settling for people who don't fit within your value structure and trying to change them to what you think they should be, just accept them for who they are and keep it pushing.
Right. I agree. And I think too, like, kind of cliche, but when Kevin Samuels was still making his videos, he pretty much exposed the fact that a lot of women do not want to have to work after they have children and after. Right. So I just think that if that's the case, why not, if you can qualify, why not be with that type of man who can afford that, who can afford to give you the life that you want, give you the life that you and your children want? You know, there's no point of, I'm not even going to say settling, because it's not settling, because a lot of women don't qualify for that type of man. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, it's not settling. You should be with someone that you're equally yoked with. And this is coming from someone, I don't even want children. So I'm not looking for no 6-figure guy, because we're not going to be spending money on kids, but we're going to be spending money on traveling. But we don't have to make 6 figures to travel. Like, just be realistic. I think that's all. Just find someone that can fit what you want, of course, if you qualify.
I think it
and that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, I think it becomes settling. It's a settlement in your own
Somebody's
spirit.
rubbing the phone against their butt again, but go ahead.
I think it's a settlement within your own spirit and your own mind when you say you want this thing, and the struggle is not really with that other person. It's an inner struggle that you're having with yourself, because you said this is what you want for your life, but something in your psyche tells you that you can't have it. So that's where that settlement comes in. And a lot of times we try to say, okay, we're settling for the other person, when it's not really you're settling for the other person. You're settling and conflicting with your own personal values and the things that you say you want for yourself, which goes back again to what you said earlier. Stop aligning yourself with someone who doesn't fit your picture for your life. I'd rather stay single and work my own stuff out rather than be with someone who doesn't align with where I'm trying to go, or I can't align with where they're trying to go. I'm not that, I don't need it that much. I trust that one day that I'll meet that person. But if I'm clouding myself and surrounding myself with all these men that don't line up, then I'm missing out on opportunities to actually be with that person who does
I
line up
agree.
things I want. So that was a good point. I can't see you guys because the writing's really tiny on my screen, but the young lady who just said that, I think it's a young lady who's she said she's only 26. You're doing very well for such a young age. A lot of the things that you speak on, honey, I didn't start picking up on this stuff until I was well into my 40s. So you can definitely applaud yourself for picking up on a lot of this stuff at such a young age.
Thank you.
She's my daughter.
Oh,
yeah, that's my dad.
Well, now it
that makes sense.
I'm joking. She's not my daughter. She's my play daughter. She's not my real daughter. I call her my daughter. But yeah, she listens to me, so she has good guidance. All right, so y'all good? No more arguments? Y'all good? Letitia?
I mean, there's nothing to argue about. I'm not going 50-50.
Period. 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 Period.
So okay, can I ask you something?
But no.
So Miss Tina, if you don't mind, I wanted to ask you, because I agree with you 100%. I just agree with anybody, whatever people want to do, like just stand on that, right? So what do you think when you make that comment, when men come back and say, well, just be single or die alone, like how do those comments make you feel?
I don't get a lot of I don't get those comments. I don't, because the men, I will say right now, I am blessed enough that I don't have those type of men around me. You have to be mindful of the company that you keep. The men who are around me right now, they wouldn't even consider moving into marriage until they owned their home. They wouldn't consider moving into marriage until their finances are together. So it's again, you have to be mindful of the company that you keep. Because if you start surrounding yourselves with people who ain't got nothing going on for themselves, then chances are those are the type of people you'll end up with. Those are the type of men and the type of women that you'll end up with. So,
and I just want to say this. I talk my shit because I lived it. I started my whole family off in a 5-bedroom tri-level house out in these suburbs. Okay. I was 19 years old. So all these dudes, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I did it when I was a teenager. And real quick, Edwin Jones says, again, what's up with these dating cards? This is for Edwin. Check it out, Edwin.
It's meant to give you and other players deeper discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor while our relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
And I want to say this to y'all. This is in my notes. The most important thing that is important for everybody, male and female, to understand is preparation for the future is the key as a man. Okay. So you can afford this and that, but if you start a family, this is now going to be for the next 20 years, right? So you can't turn around and just say, well, I can afford this. Are in your mind as a person, as an individual, are you able to sustain your whatever level of functionality financially like this for the next 20, 30 years? Because if you get a woman, most likely you're going to get her ass pregnant. And now you're going to have to deal with her, a child, her mama, all this other stuff, not living with y'all, but her mama going to be all in y'all business. And a lot of young people do not realize that they don't have any type of level of sustainability, because the thing about it is, like I said, it's not about paying all the bills. It's about being capable of paying all the bills. Because at some point, if you 50-50, these things are going to happen to you possibly. If you paying 50-50 and you need a woman to help you pay your bills, one, you're going to end up losing control of your own household because your woman knows that you need her income to survive. So she's going to be all in your face talking shit, and you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it because you can't put her out because you need her income to survive. Two, you're going to end up you're going to end up unable to get rid of her if she starts to disrespect you and emasculate you. If you need her income, you're just going to have to sit there and take it. Three, you're going to end up finding yourself struggling when the woman gets pregnant and she can't work. Four, you're going to end up resenting the woman that you just made a family with. Do you know how many men literally resent the family they just created because all these little crumb snatchers run around the house, and you like, damn, man, I can't stay. You're going to be one of them dudes who eats in their car before they go in the house. I'm telling you, you're going to be one of them dudes who eats their food in the car before they go in the house because you already know your wife, your lady gonna be like, where's my food? And the kids gonna be like, Daddy, I want some. So you eat in the car because you could not afford to buy everybody food. That happens 3 times a day, buying everybody food 3 times a day. It's crazy. So yeah, that is the reason why going to 50-50 is asinine. But I know people have to do it, but you're gonna have to deal with what comes with it. If you're dealing with a damn woman, she's gonna do or say some dumb shit, and you need to be in a position to kick her ass out if she keeps saying the dumb shit.
Aaron, can you answer this question for me? Why is it that so many men are rushing into trying to get in relationships with women when they know they can't afford to be in a relationship?
Thank you for answering that. That's a perfect, great question. The answer to that is because these niggas cannot survive alone. and they know if they get a woman to come live in a house or get an apartment with the woman, they can get something bigger and better. And now they can literally operate as partners, which is as lesbians. And next thing you know, they can get more stuff. They can buy a car now. They probably couldn't afford no car note. Now they get a car note because their woman is paying $500 on rent. Now he get a $500 car note. But the problem is, like I said, the second she say some crazy shit, you're gonna have to deal with it because you need her, because your car gonna get repoed if you kick her out. So the answer is, dudes want a woman because you're gonna have in-house booty, which is always awesome, right? You get to wake up to ass every morning. That's always awesome. But at the same time, and then she paying half the bills, which is always awesome. But you gotta see, these dudes don't understand what comes with women. Like I said, women are huge liabilities. And you turn around and have a woman live in your house, or you live in a woman's house, that mouth, and if she paying 50-50, you're gonna have to deal with 50% of that damn mouth. 50% of it, you're gonna be like, hey, stop talking to me like that. And she'll back off. But 50% of that time, she's gonna be like, shut the hell up.
Especially if she make enough money to take care of herself without you.
Right.
That's why you hear these men complaining and crying about submission, because they're getting in relationships, or they've been married to a woman they put in a 50-50 relationship, and she's feeling like, listen, I pay bills here too. You don't need to tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about when you're having this situation, you have to think. I think men want women to mindset to switch and be exactly how they want it to be. We're not Stepford wives. You're not going to be able to program us, right? The programming has already been done in childhood. So men have to just accept, since y'all want to talk about red pill, just accept the red pill. That if you come to a woman offering a 50-50 dynamic, sure, she is good. That doesn't mean she's not going to love you. It doesn't mean she's not going to care. It doesn't mean she's not going to be able to be in that relationship. But you having a dynamic like that of a traditional man, it's not going to happen. She's not always going to be quiet. She's not always going to yield to your authority. She is going to question some things that you are saying, things that you are doing. She feels because she has, you have put her in a partnership. Partners have equal say. They may not have the same doodles, but they may not have the same duties, but partners have equal say. So if you're looking at her like, I want to do this, and she's going to be like, well, why? Why do we need to do that? So
yep,
you need to think about it.
I think that's cap, because I feel like if you make enough to survive on your own, period, whether he's paying 100% or not, you still gonna have that same attitude. So if he says some shit you don't like, you still gonna jet. You still gonna have your say because you can afford to live by yourself. So whether he's paying half or whole, you're gonna still be the person you are. That's cap when y'all holler, oh, I'm gonna do this. If you make enough that
I
you
got
can
a
walk
video.
out the door, you're gonna walk out the door. You don't want to hear what he's saying. You're gonna still walk out the door because you can afford to do it on your own. So that didn't make a difference to me whether I paid all of it or none of it or some of it. If you make enough, you're gonna leave if you don't want to hear it. So what's the difference?
All right, so look,
so
I got a video I want to play. Hold on, I got a video I want to play. And this is a video of a guy that is 50-50 with his woman. And look at how he reacts. And this is a real life situation. This actually happened. This is what's going to happen to you if you keep with this 50-50 shit. Y'all ready? Why is it messing? Hold up. Come on, damn. Hold on, I don't know what's happening. It's freezing up.
Cause it's finna be some bull.
That's how you're gonna react. She's gonna slap in your face, and you're gonna have to explain to her why she's slapping your face.
So what I'm saying
I don't
is,
know.
that's what you are qualified for. You will not be able to step to a traditional, typical feminine submissive woman who is that way all the time and try to offer her a 50-50 dynamic. It's just not going to work. So what you're going to be left with is the women who are going to see a partnership as a equal ship, right? They're going to be thinking that I have just as much say as you do, and I have just as much authority over things in this dynamic as you do. That's what you're going to be left with, because no traditional submissive, truly feminine woman is going to sign up for that dynamic
unless she's fat. Just want to say that.
Aaron.
Well, even when a
Not
man,
true.
oh, what happened? Well, even when a man takes care of everything, that doesn't necessarily. If the woman can afford it, doesn't mean that she's going to still act a certain way. Look at celebrities; they can afford to take care of themselves, and they still stay with men who takes care of them.
And there are broke men that women stay with them forever. So there's
I
always
mean,
an exception
clearly,
to the rule.
look at the black community. We keep having babies with losers, so clearly our
Everybody's
standards
having
are
baby with
low.
losers. I know we're talking about blacks, but everybody's doing it. It's not
I
just
mean,
us.
as a collective, you don't see Becky and Maria having
No, we don't
babies with
follow
Having babies
losers.
with
Becky and
losers.
we don't
As a
follow Becky and
collective,
Susie. No, we just don't follow them. They're going through the same thing. We
they
just
No,
do
don't follow
have
them.
you do
Becky
Those
have
are
that,
went
but
down
guys,
to
their
well, no,
statistics
that's
are
not
much
true
better in their
because
communities than ours. There are
white
more
women
married white
and
women and Asian
right,
women and Hispanic women who have higher marriage rates in their communities than we do.
and they
Because they
also
don't believe in the
require
six six
A
six.
lot of Asian, especially in the Asian community, because I talked to an Asian coworker who says in their communities, their fathers raise their daughters to only seek provider men. They cannot
exactly
bring a man home who cannot provide. It's just
right.
not happening.
And men aren't looking, the men in other communities aren't marrying while they can't afford to provide. Those women will literally say, I don't want to work anymore. You need to figure it out. White women and Hispanic women, they are not about to go for a man who cannot provide.
Period.
Well, that's not true, because if you just go into their
That's
impoverished
definitely not true.
and you'll see.
As a
Oh,
collective, like they're not, of course, you have those far in between, but as a collective, they're
Right.
taught to be with providers.
So if we're going collective,
but
most of
no,
them ain't looking for the 666 either.
when it comes to your, so it comes down to a socioeconomic class situation, basically, because actually white women are there's a study where white women are they're either breadwinners or co-bread sharers. In the higher socioeconomic class, the educated class, the professional class, white women, even if they're married, they're still going to have a career or a profession. So in this field, go 50-50. A lot of these studies are based around white women, their complaints, how they feel about their husbands, their households, their dynamics. Of over 50% of those women work, and they're married women work.
And hold on, I want to say this. Everybody watching real quick. YouTube, if we don't get 5 contributions within the next 5 minutes, we are out. We having a great conversation. This is fun, but if y'all don't contribute to the channel, I'm going my ass to bed. So if y'all having this conversation, I'm okay with it. But Cash App is Aaron 1000. Cash App $ Aaron 1000 AARON 1000, and Cash App. Drop some Cash Apps in the chat, or I am going my ass to bed. Go ahead, y'all.
I think we kind of got away from the original subject, because I don't think it was so much about whether or not the woman worked or not. It was, is she going to
It
pay
was who
50,
pays what, right?
It was whether or not she's going to pay 50-50. So that's more or less, I mean, we, like Aaron said, well, Aaron's dynamic, she's got to work anyway. But for me personally, I can't see myself not bringing in some type of income. I'm just not built like that. but I'm still not going to go 50-50, you know. So I think the idea of works and whether or not a woman work, that's a different conversation than the topic that Aaron has up about whether or not a woman should go 50-50.
I think it really depends on the dynamic, because men who value women for different things, like men with money, that's just used as an example. Men with money value women for their beauty, their youth, their wombs, their submission, their respect. So they don't care if a woman works or not. But of course, if a man needs a woman for money, then that's going to be a factor and it's going to be an issue. Or if a man does value women for money, even though they say they don't care about our money. So I'm not sure which is true, if they care about her money or do they not. So I guess it just depends on the man. Some men only want a woman to make them a home, and that's okay too. You know, some men need a woman to help them pay for the home, and that's okay.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, it's not really that hard, but I think people just don't want to do it. They either don't want to do the work by either as a man making more money, or as a woman getting in the gym, becoming more attractive in order to get that type of man that would let her stay home. Right? So these two groups of people are too lazy to work on themselves in order to get the thing that they say they want. Therefore, they don't deserve it.
Oh, and that's why they're going to stay on social media having these conversations, because you are correct. They don't want to do the work. Like, as you know, Aaron, I'm a matchmaker, right? And I see a lot of women talk about the type of man they want, right? And then I'll say, hey, I have this opportunity. I would like to introduce you to one of my bachelors. They fold like a lawn chair, right? Or if I give them, they're asking me, Letitia, what do I have to do to qualify for these high earning men, these successful men? And I'll give them the blueprint, and it's like it goes in one ear and out the other. It's like they don't want to do the work, and I agree with the men too, because y'all like 75,000 is that sweet spot. Like, I have done a survey, me and another YouTuber, we have done the survey, so we had done the work where $75,000 to 80,000 is that sweet spot. Like, that will help you get in with most women, right? You got anything less than that, it's gonna be difficult. So 75,000, most women are gonna look like I can work with you on that. But if you're looking at the type of woman that you want, and you know that she's going to have certain things that she's going to want, then you're just going to have to make some more money. You can't expect her to modulate her criteria to come down to where you are. You either accept the women who will accept you at your 75, 80K, or you make more money. So on one hand, men have no problem with the conversations of women have to qualify for the women that they want, the man that they want. But then when we get to telling them, well, you got to make more money for the woman you really want, and it's like, huh?
Men get upset.
Yeah, get upset.
Men need to make more money, and women need to lose more weight. It's just really that simple.
But I think a lot of men on social media, especially ever since God rest his soul, ever since the late Kevin Samuels, who I actually really liked his content. I think because of his content, a lot of men, they're weaponizing marriage, especially to Black women, because they know that Black women like value marriage so much. But they weaponize marriage and scare us into, you're gonna die alone, or you're gonna be alone, or whatever the hell they're saying. But
You
it's
are gonna
like,
die alone if you don't get no husband. That's a
right.
fact. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I get that. However, it's like they're weaponizing marriage for their own benefit, because they secretly really do need the help themselves. They're not weaponizing.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, they're weaponizing
Yeah.
marriage for that. But it's like, and again, we have men who are non-desirable. We have men who are below average earners, thinking that I should be able to get a woman just because I'm the man, because I'm the quote unquote prize. And I'm seeing this a lot lately, and they think that a woman should just go half and half because I'm the man. Like, it's like, you need me, so go half and half with me. It's just they're weaponizing marriage and weaponizing incompetence.
It is what it is. All right, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat and go to bed. So this was fun. This is my first time having so many people up here at one time. Letitia, we used to do this all the time, Letitia.
Yes, over on Clubhouse, those are the days. It's not the same anymore. It's a ghost town over there. But
No.
who's cooking?
What do you mean?
Aaron? Because you don't
Aaron?
cook. Who's cooking?
Aaron? Who cooking,
I got
Aaron?
something cooked already. It's in the refrigerator. I just gotta heat it up, reheat it. Don't play with
Okay.
me.
So you do cook, you just don't want to cook.
Yeah, I got an air fryer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll just throw something in the air fryer. I'm real simple. I don't eat a
Chicken.
lot. I just eat salmon and broccoli.
Okay. So I do have one question. So if you're married,
Mhm.
does your appetite increase? Does it become more varied because you have someone doing the cooking?
To a certain degree, no, because I don't need no woman coming in here making me fat and making me unhealthy and feeding the slop that her mama fed her. So the answer would be no. I need a woman that has a certain amount of discipline in her food intake and her food cravings, because I don't want to eat all these different foods. I like to pay attention to what I eat.
Would you eat more? Because you're saying you don't eat that much, but if you had someone who was more mindful about your meals, because I know some men, when they're hard workers and they're very productive, when it comes to inconsequential things, those things they'll let those things slide by, right? So you
I
could be
just
that.
answered the question. I'm not gonna allow no woman to come in here and start feeding me the slop that her mom fed her. It's gonna be salmon, broccoli, a couple other things or whatever. I need me a little vegan, or what's the only eat fish type of chick, like one of them little small chicks who
But
don't eat a lot. You ain't gonna come to my house eating like no hog, because I'm gonna get no.
No,
I'm
but
not with.
if she's vegan, she's eating 3 meals a day. They're just plant-based.
That's all I'm saying. So you said it. I'm not eating no 4-course meal and all this crazy shit when I'm sitting down looking at TV. No, I'm not.
No,
You're
I'm
not.
not saying no.
I
was
don't eat
not.
cornbread. I don't eat all this dumb shit that most of y'all be eating. I don't eat all this shit.
I wasn't saying that. I just wanted to know if you would just eat more and if your palate would become more varied outside
No.
of
I don't
broccoli
understand
and
what you are
salmon.
saying. The answer is no.
Because
No.
you said you eat broccoli and salmon. That's it.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
So if she makes more vegan meals that are outside of just broccoli and salmon, would you be open to that?
Yeah, but your question was, would I eat more? The answer would be no.
No, I
And I
said
don't.
more varied meals. I said more varied meals, not would you eat more?
Yeah, I'll eat varied meals, but I'm not gonna eat more. You ain't gonna make me fat.
Okay.
And she gonna be going to the gym as often as I go. So she's gonna be watching her figure as much as I'm being disciplined or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna be, you know how the little workout chicks, they be walking around in their little tights, they got a little ponytail, you know what I'm saying, and they be meal prepping and stuff. One of them type of chicks. Yeah. Oh, just say, meal prepping is actually unhealthy. You're not supposed to have that much cooked food just in your refrigerator for like 5 days. That's kind of nasty. So yeah.
Letitia, what's your IG?
My IG is my business, Two Hearts Exclusive. number two, Two Hearts Exclusive.
James, you okay? You keep coughing.
Two Hearts Exclusive?
Sinuses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with a number 2. But all right, y'all. I'm finna eat, and y'all have a good rest of y'all night. This was super dope, and we need to do this. I don't usually do this, and this was dope. I'm glad I brought
Well,
everybody up.
thank you for inviting me on.
Appreciate you, brother.
Nice meeting all y'all.
All right, and anybody who has not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to MrLetGo on Facebook, subscribe to MrLetGo on YouTube. So if you're not on YouTube and you're on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my Facebook. It's MrLetGo, MrLetGo on both of them. And buy my card game, folks. All right, talk to y'all later.
Good
Y'all have a
night.
good night.
game is meant to give you and other players. Deeper discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues.
Good night, Elaine.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor while a relationship went bad.
Deeper discussions dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards. Actually, these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.